Alikir, one more time for me, because I missed your friend's name. What was...
No problem. I actually didn't say it. It was. Let me find it real quick. Sorry.
No, you are perfectly fine.
His name was Antirel. Antirel.
When you have a moment, if you could paste that into the chat.
Yep.
But you have earned a point of Faxpiration because you guys potentially will need it. Faxpiration.
Should probably write this down myself as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Alikir. All right, moving forward. I feel like we're going to get a lot of sad answers, everyone. I didn't have
no.
childhood friends. Angus, could you tell us about your childhood friend?
So Angus grew up in a pit, so a majority of the I guess children his age weren't named. So a majority of them were either numbered or just called Thing. So he had a bunch of I guess childhood friends, but none really to note because they were either killed in the pit or Angus himself fought them much later in life. So he doesn't have any. There's no real names that he has. He knows a bunch of. He has a bunch of memories of different individuals that came across, but they were all cycled or taken in and out of the pit multiple times. I think his favorite childhood friend was numbered. I think it was numbered 4. 4 was a Goliath. They were around his age, but they quickly expired within the year. I think Angus was probably around 15 when that happened. And so essentially Angus didn't really have childhood friends because they're all dead.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
If anything, like his childhood friend was 4 because they were a Goliath, and he remembers them because they were around the longest.
Well, I'm bummed out, but that's good because that's why we play D&D, to feel the emotions. You've earned a Faxpiration point.
Delicious.
And you just might need to use it against one of these beasts. Moving forward, Marceline, could you tell us about one of your childhood friends?
I guess I will dig up old Cersei, a high elf wizard. Particularly evocation, part of her army unit, loved fireball like all Cersei wizards do. High elf. Who was a prodigy at magic, and Marceline was kind of jealous of because she couldn't use magic at the time because reasons.
That's fair.
Nonetheless, good friends.
And did they just become friends because same place, same time, or how did it happen?
I mean, same culture, grew up in High Elf City, except Marceline was a tiefling, so she grew up a little faster than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just happened to be that way, met in the army.
I love it. Okay. Well, you've earned a Faxpiration point. Last but not least, Redfern, could you tell us about one of your childhood friends?
Well, in the harsh lands of Grimnir, Redfern had some friends, but many didn't survive the harsh winters and the constant raids. Most of the people who did survive were often taken as thralls, aka, slaves. Redfern managed to survive, but he didn't really have much friends. Pronouns. Strong suit. She kind of lost a lot of them, and she kind of grew a bit inward and is kind of only generally later in life kind of grew a bit more trusting. But for most of her early life, she didn't really grow close because it was basically more of a survival thing than a friendship thing, because she knew that any day death could come for her, and that or something worse could come for her, and that she may never anything someday one day everything could change, and she could be completely out of her control. So kind of a fatalistic viewpoint, but Vikings.
Vikings indeed. And once again,
Of course,
I'm bummed out.
in real life are actually super fatalistic. So yeah, that's it.
I love it. Well, guys, we have Factspiration, we have DM Inspiration. I believe it's time to begin our little fight here. So, any questions, comments, concerns before we get started?
Not yet.
Alrighty.
That's
Well,
cool.
let me do one thing here, because the end of the quest is not quite yet, but a
So is
fight.
Marika gonna exeunt stage basilisk mouth?
I will DM run her for the evening, if that is okay with everyone, because they are kind of a complicated character. Okay, we are in round 2 here. We have left off with the basilisk activated, so let's get after it. They have regained all of their Paragon actions, and they see that there are several targets around that look quite delicious. Let me roll this dice to see if they get their poison spray back. They do. Excellent. Okay. Let's see here. They're going to go ahead and target Marika, and they're going to go ahead and try to hit them with their tail attack. And an 18 will hit. You see Marika try to dodge out of the way using their power of God and anime, but they are unable to. And because they are a large or smaller creature, they are grappled by the basilisk.
So it's grappling 2 creatures now?
So because it's got Angus grappled, it's got her grappled. It's grappling you guys with its tail and its coils. So if you can imagine that it's grappling you with the tip of its tail, and now it has wrapped Marika with its body. So
Gotcha.
It's got you guys grappled.
Basilisk more like a sea serpent. A snake.
And
Oh god.
let me just pop these out so we can read this once again.
Oh boy.
Okay, creature must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw if it hits the basilisk with an attack, or if it starts its turn grapple. So, on your turns, when you start your turn, you will need to make the save. Okay. Starduster, aka Redfern, you are up.
Okay, I don't reroll my my lightning, so I have to attack. I'm going to tail attack. So from behind Angus. Well, actually, Redfern wouldn't know that it's. Will Redfern notice that that he's like secreting acid, or it's secreting acid?
Oh, of course. It looks like this thing is sweating gray gelatin out of all of its pores.
Well, in that case, Redfern's just gonna blast it because she doesn't want anything to do with that. It's a blessing breath.
With a giant hagfish.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey!
Nice.
A natural 20 definitely hits this creature for 21 points of lightning damage.
Holy moly.
This creature takes normal damage from lightning.
In turn.
Okay, Marika Summergrass needs to make a save against this creature's petrifying secretions. This is DC 13. Okay,
Nice.
so Marika does not start turning to stone in this creature's serpentine grasp. Marika is going to attempt to escape from this creature. It's an escape DC of 12. She's going to do a acrobatics.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And Marika is owned a boon. Okay, so she slips out of this creature's grasp, becoming ungrappled. As she does so, she kicks the creature in a certain spot, and the creature flips over prone.
Right in its snake gonads.
Right in the snake balls. Marika lands on the ground, tips her hat to Marceline.
What hat?
She pulls it out of her anime backpack. Let's see here.
She tips her horns.
Tips her horns. Oof. And it looks like she is out of her focus points, so she cannot do any funky movements. So that is going to be it for her. Marceline. There is a prone sea serpent-like creature.
Pounce on its weakness. Stop. Stop. Mortal reminder.
Okay, your mortal scythe definitely hits the 21 for 8 force. And the creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be terrified of you.
Hey.
Now, are you within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yes.
So please
That
make
said,
me...
this is a spell attack.
Hey, is it a spell attack? Okay. I will say because it's a melee spell attack, you do not need to make the save against the petrifying secretions. Because the creature failed, it starts to wiggle and scream. As it wiggles and screams, you see its body start to kind of shrink slightly as it uses a Paragon defense.
Ew. It's like cooking raw eels on a grill.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen eels squirm on a grill when you cook them really fresh?
I have.
Ew.
That's what it's doing right now. Ew. And that is my turn.
Excellent. Okay, let's see here. Before Angus's turn, the creature is going to use a Paragon action. It is going to use its Paragon action to stand up, and that is it.
Cool. I need to make a save.
Mm-hmm.
This will be
How
really
dare it
interesting.
get its feet under itself? It doesn't even have feet.
It doesn't work when I click it, but let me just do a save. Constitution. Oop. It rolled twice for some reason.
We'll take the top, a 12.
I'm gonna burn a Faxpiration on this,
I was going to say it's pretty close.
and now it's exact.
There we go, 13. You do not start turning into stone.
Cool. So teleportation. Angus is still grappled, but he is going to sneeze, and as he sneezes, he teleports 30 feet away. Whee!
Absolutely.
As a
Creature's
bonus
rest.
action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's just going to kind of just stand there and be like, "What? How did what?" And he's going to target this creature, and he is going to make a ranged attack with Pythor's hammer.
Can I just quickly say? I was holding my path to the grave until Angus's turn, so I would like to, basically, as soon as I see him teleport out and pull out the hammer, I would like to use it on the serpent.
All right, you did.
Oh yeah, go with that.
Please unleash your SpongeBob status because you are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, go for it.
David Scullin, Angus.
I don't trust this, so I am going to. Where is it? Features. Let me pull this up. I am going to be reckless. So Pythor's hammer.
Last time doesn't work with the ranged attack.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh gosh darn. Sorry.
It was a bit well, but it was making reckless attack as well last turn, so all attacks on it have advantage anyway.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you for reminding me. All right, yeah. So Pythor's hammer. Just gonna do.
Oh, I thought that was a 20 for a second.
Nah, 19 for
32.
16 points of damage. And vulnerability.
Yes,
32.
it's vulnerable to bludgeoning, which is both of the damage types of the dice from Pythor's hammer. So it will take this damage twice.
32 damage.
I see.
Absolutely.
And that is, well, Angus is going to move because he's no longer grappled. Because he teleported. He's going to just move I mean, it says that I'm moving the move 30 feet, but I did teleport. I can still move. He's just going to go right there. Because I was raging before on the last one, and the rage that I got was a teleportation. Can redo this real quick. I did not mean to re-roll it, but yeah, it was teleport.
Cool.
That is my turn.
Excellent. Okay, Alakir. You probably saw this coming. The creature is going to spend its second Paragon action. Let's see. It doesn't have anyone grappled right now. So it's going to target Marceline. And it's going to go for a bite.
Alright, let's
Not for a natural 1, because the disadvantage of frightened.
Oh yeah, that. Oh no, it Paragoned it. Never mind.
Paragon
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
That
So-
said, let's see. Does it even hit me first? Where is my...
Mirror
let's see, that
image.
was 12, and if I have 2 doubles, I need to roll an 8 or... Okay, it hit the duplicate. And-
Your duplicate has an AC of what?
13, so the duplicate pops.
Okay, so we are down 1 to 1 Marceline duplicate.
Yep.
Cool. All right, Alakir, you're up.
Alright, seeing Angus do a lot of damage to the Basilisk, I will cheer him on. Well done, Angus!
Thank you.
And I will try to basically, flavor-wise, I'm gonna try to release a flame of sacred energy right into the same spot that Angus hit for a sacred flame.
Hey!
Please fail.
Okay, here we go. Dexterity saving throw.
Hey!
Yeah, the creature will take the 8 damage.
And I'm feeling pretty safe in my little house, so I'm gonna end my turn.
House.
Okay, the creature at the start of its turn regains its full Paragon action economy. Let's see here. Does it want to be spooky or spicy? I think it wants to be all of the above. It will continue to be reckless because that's just kind of the creature it is. And let's see. It's going to target Marika with this as it launches its entire body at Marika.
Oh my.
Oof.
24. And this is a pushing attack. If the creature is large or smaller, it has to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it's pushed up to 15 feet,
It is going for the ring out!
which would be
Oh, no.
off the rock. So she takes the
Sorry.
damage.
Ooh.
But succeeds. Oof.
That's good.
That could have been bad.
It could have been very bad.
For right now, we're good. Red Fern, you're up.
Let me see if my Dragon Breath charges. It does not. I'm going to flank it, so I'm going to move 1 forward to flank it again. I am going to... Fuck it, I'm going to bite it. Actually, I'm going to claw it. So I get a book, so that hits for 9.
That does hit for 9, and because you hit the creature within 5 feet, you get covered with this secretion of paralytic, petrifying goo.
Can I Faxpiration.
So, you can try to do a Faxpiration. The D6.
Okay, D6, yes.
Oh, hey.
So you saved, but I do have to give you... Or, no you didn't. It's a 13. Ooh, you gain a misfortune token. So you're at an 11 right now, you need to be at a 13.
I succeeded at a cost.
Oh, yes. So you're going to succeed at a cost, pushing it to a 14, so you're not going to be restrained. You take true damage equal to 25% of your maximum hit points as you try to...
11, 10, 14. So
throw
that'd be
off
12
the
points.
effects.
Okay. So minus 12. I got it.
Cool.
Oof.
Then I'm going for another claw. If I make another claw attack, do I have to make the same save again as a bonus action, or is it once per turn?
Whenever the creature is hit, it covers you with these secretions. It's juicy.
Well, then let's go for one more claw attack.
Ooh,
Did I hit?
yeah.
Some glory.
It takes 7 damage, and give me another juice save here. Ugh, it's a terrifying word.
Oh my god!
Beyond that.
That is 2 in a row. My God.
Odds of that. Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. You gain a misfortune token, so you're unlucky a second time. So I'll just give you a second stack of that.
I'm also starting to...
Closest creature to you gains a luck token. Okay, so the Basilisk and Marceline are equally far. So Marceline, roll me a d20. You gotta beat a 3.
Hey.
That was close.
You're welcome, Marceline.
Marceline,
Something.
you are not poisoned. Sorry, you're lucky.
Jeez.
Okay.
Redford's luck is so bad it sickened me.
So,
And I'm restrained as well, I think, because I failed to save.
yes, you are restrained, and you got to start saving on your next turn. Otherwise, we're gonna have a you're gonna be a rock.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, I have backup characters.
Don't worry, I have backup characters. The creature is going to try to attack. It attacked Marika, so going up the ladder. Or no, it's going to attack Redfern here, because you've been trying to claw it.
Nope, doesn't hit.
But you're able to dodge out of the way even while restrained. Okay, Marika. She's got 2 blades drawn against this creature. But she realizes that that's a real bad idea after seeing what happened to Starduster. So they will disengage. And get to here. So
Good
they
job.
can start shooting the bow. They will pass to Marceline. Marceline, the creature, is going to spend a Paragon action here. It is going to attempt to bite you again. Here is a bite.
Yeah, that hits me.
So as it bites you, you feel that its fangs inject poison into you. This creature is venomous.
Would you have one more mirror?
No, I rolled low. It didn't hit the mirror.
Oh god, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but since it hit me and I have Armor of Agathis up, as it crunches into me, it finds I'm covered in thorns and it takes 10 cold damage.
Alrighty, it takes 10 cold. As it takes 10 cold, this creature is bloodied. You have made this creature angry.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
And because you have bloodied it, it can make a melee attack against a creature within range as a reaction. So it's going to spend its reaction.
Ready.
Let me go ahead and just toggle that it's used its reaction. It's going to do its pushing attack against Marceline. Here we go. Pushing attack.
That one also hit me.
Doof! You get hit with the tail. And give me a strength save, DC 11.
9, 2, 8. Ooh, this is getting spicy.
Look how potion.
That I do.
No.
So it smacks you with its bulk, and you just fly away 15 feet away from the creature in a straight line.
Oof. You fall in front of Alakir.
But it's still your turn.
Well, it's my turn now. This changes things. Well then. For my bonus action, I will reach into the sack and drink a potion.
You
Give
hear
me the
from
good-
off screen
Wait, that's the right
a
dice.
voice calling,
You just killed the thing.
Drink the spooge! Drink the centaur spooge! You need it!
We didn't bring it with us!
You didn't bring the spooge?
No!
Why did you not bring the spooge? It's magical!
Shut up!
Wrong dice. Ooh, that wasn't much better though. Still healing is healing. 9 brings you back up to 17. Alright, ouchies. Still have a double. I'm not going to approach just yet. Sorry, Redfern. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Heart of Ice. As I get frosty. Oh no, now I'm not spooky anymore. Fluttery. And I shall move up 5 more feet. And that shall be my turn.
Hello.
Cool. Okay, the creature's got 2 of these bad boys left. It's gonna use it. It's gonna use its Paragon action upon our friend Redfern. It's gonna try to grapple Redfern with its tail attack.
Tails.
With
Oh,
2 nat
Two
1s.
Double
nat
kills.
ones misses.
What's up with that once this session?
Man, that's fun.
We're barely in.
Angus is going to look at Redfern and say, should I get them?
Pull her
they're-
out of there!
What?
Pull her out of there!
Okay. Is going to move 10 feet over here. And is going to spend their action to move Starduster as far back as possible. Or Redfern as far back as possible. How many feet? I could probably move back, 10 feet?
So you grappled them, you moved 10 feet there, and when you grapple a creature and move, it's basically like you have difficult terrain.
What if I use a bonus action to teleport?
They don't come with.
Does your teleportation say in the text that you can bring a creature with you?
It does not. Oh well. Can I retcon that I teleported there as a bonus action, and I'm going to use my full movement to bring Redfern back as far as possible?
Sure, that's fine with me.
Okay. Yeah. So I do that. I move as far back as I can, which I believe would be 15 feet.
Yep.
So we're right there, and Redfern goes
Yeah.
as far there, and I kind of whap them. Are you okay?
I'm turning to stone, I think.
Okay, that's not good. How do we fix? Alakir, how fix? And that is my turn, I believe.
Okay. Alakir, this creature now no longer has any of your allies around it.
Okay. Does it want to do anything?
No, it's your turn.
Okay. Alkir will respond. I mean, I don't have my components or my symbol with me, so I I can't help at the moment, but hopefully we can withstand it. And he will. Let's see. Everyone is pretty hurt.
I don't actually have my ghost form up right now, so I couldn't have mortal remindered it. Totally forgot. Yeah, I gotta. You don't probably should undo that, like whatever damage it took from failing the fear.
Okay, and give it its legendary resist back.
Yeah.
I should have kept track of that better.
Hey, it's all good.
But next turn I will have my ghost form up for realsies.
Okay.
Seeing that everyone is hurt, Alkir will come out of his house and stand in front of Redfern and just basically face the creature. And for the action, I will... Actually, I'm gonna step even 5 feet further and then try to draw the attention of the basilisk towards me by hitting it with another Sacred Flame.
Ooh, okay.
Ah,
Oh,
Dang it.
sneaky bugger. Well, in that case, that's my turn.
Why does it gotta be such a big fat danger noodle?
It went to the Danger Noodle School of Danger Noodling. Okay, at the start of round 4, characters who have high perception. You notice that Gaius, you guys are doing relatively well, but he doesn't seem to be perturbed. He actually seems to be writing down things in a scroll as you are fighting the creatures that you are fighting.
Wait. Does he... Wait, give me one. Let me do some math real quick. What was he right here? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say he can do attack opportunity, but he can't. Never mind. Because I have the reach on my tail, so never mind.
Alright, let me just reset their movement. Yeah, because he's
I didn't mean to
15 feet away.
interrupt.
No, you're good. The creature moves to here,
oh.
and it
here it
opens
comes.
its mouth wide.
Wait.
And as
Oh,
it
shit.
opens its mouth wide,
Again!
Oh
I
no!
hate you.
it
Doesn't hit me, right?
No, it's just Marceline, Redfern, and Marika get blasted by this line of acid.
Okay, roll the
Saber
misfortune again.
Oh yeah, here's your complication.
Oof. Redfern.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check. DC 10 plus, it would be 4, so 14, or be moved in a random direction.
That's not too bad, seeing as restraint is basically already
14, okay.
Yep, you're good. So
Okay, cool.
none of that happened. Okay,
Cool.
and Marika needs to make a dex save, which she will probably succeed. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone in that line, if you failed, you take 6. If you succeed, you would only take 3 damage. Not too bad.
Oh, it is a saber half? Okay.
Correct. Let me just go ahead, delete that acidic line, and the creature just begins to wiggle with excitement as it blasted you all with its acidic breath. It gains its reaction back. You see that Gaius is continuing to write things down on a scroll as he watches your fights.
I don't have my dragon breath yet. Just take a bonus action. Can I take a bonus action to drink a potion?
You're not holding it, but I am right here in front of you, and I am holding it.
Can I take a bonus action to drink it from your hand?
My hit, whatever it is, interaction to grab it.
Item interaction, I use my mouth to grab his hand, and then I drink what's
And
in
just-
his hand.
Yes. Is that allowed as a bonus action? Without can you do it without using my action?
That's fine. Item interaction,
Okay.
bonus action.
Cool. How much is that?
2 of your hit dice plus 2.
Give me one moment.
Okay,
I
so-
will give you a hit die potion onto your sheet. What is your
Got
hit
it.
die amount?
Hit die is I forgot off my head. I control my hit die like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
D10?
10.
It's
you
a
go.
10, yeah.
I just put a
2D
D10 hit potion on your consumables.
So 2d10, yeah.
So now we are down to 1 potion.
Oh,
Oh
are
god,
we?
I
think we
healed
only
it. I healed it. Don't take that.
I think we only had the
Off.
2 potions. I thought, unless
You
somebody
bought
else.
2 and I bought 1.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, so we have
So
one.
now we're
left.
down to 1.
So Redfern's now gonna blast it with Blasting Breath. But it is reckless, right? It didn't reckless this turn.
No.
Yeah. That hit?
A 13 is pretty close.
You have disadvantage.
No, I'm not.
over
I
Redfern.
can't do it at this point.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage.
Because you're
Yep.
restrained.
Restrained,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a range attack. Oh, so yeah, it doesn't matter anyway.
Oof.
It doesn't matter anyway because I fail anyway. So end turn.
Okay.
Roll your next
Oh.
save.
Yeah. roll
Oh
that
yeah,
save.
shit. What is it?
Constitution.
Oh, that's a mod. That's a mod. Does that count? They succeed regardless, I think.
A
Yep.
19 would work.
I mean, they,
Yeah, 16 on the
I
die is high enough.
okay, fair enough. And I think a 15 succeeds anyway, right?
Okay, so
Uh,
you are no longer restrained.
Yay.
Perfect. And the creature will go with its Paragon action.
No.
It doesn't like Marceline standing in front of it.
Well, I'm also gonna move right here. Move right here. End turn.
There
And
you
you
go.
were restrained, remember. You roll at the end of your turn.
Oh,
Ooh, that's...
Oh, Marceline, it's a nat 1 because it wasn't reckless.
Oh, okay, so I don't even have to worry.
Correct. Alright, Marika says, ugh, it melted my top. How am I going to be able to be in public now? Ugh. I feel like that's something
You care
I'd say.
about that?
Of course. Caring about your appearance is very important. And they will shoot at the creature with its longbow.
Why would
Oh,
she
Shara's
say
just like,
things
what?
like
She misses.
Can I hold on? I can do this.
Marceline, you are up.
Well, now I will go spooky for real. With my last spooky use. Where's my button? Here's my button. Come on, give me a good one. 11. That's pretty good. That's something back. And then I will give it a shank.
Excellent.
No.
oh
Dang
my
it.
god.
Oh, we don't get Banes on attack rolls, so...
That's true.
Yeah, it's just in now nat ones.
10 damage too. Damn shame. That's my turn.
Alright. Let's see. The creature is down to 2. It did a tail last time. Let's do a bite this time. Once again on Marceline. It hasn't been able to attack your guys' tank yet. Really? Oh, sorry, Redfern. But yeah, that's a 19 to hit on Marceline.
That passed my last clone.
And like that, your days of Naruto are over. Okay. Angus
Angus
you see
is-
this creature is bloodied.
Angus is very concerned, and is going to keep using Pythar's hammer at a range. I believe I might be a little bit too close. I'm trying to think of the range on Pythar's hammer.
You can hit from 20 feet away.
So if I try to hit it now with a ranged attack, it would be a disadvantage?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to recklessly, no, not recklessly, sorry. I'm just going to swing the hammer and hopefully hit.
Hey,
That is a
damn.
24 or max damage, so 14 damage.
Absolutely. Giant hit from you.
And he is going to kind of try to get its attention. Let's see, where are we on the map? He's just gonna step right there. And he's gonna growl at it. And that's his turn. Yay.
Okay. Alakir, this creature is going to try to grapple your friend Marceline.
Incorrect.
Oh
Oh,
god.
jeez. That's a big ouch. 15 again. It keeps hitting me with 15 exactly. It blows straight through my temp HP and then puts me down to 10. Okay. That's a big ouch.
You see that Marceline is wrapped up in the coils, and from the sidelines, you see a face look terrified. You see Jimmy say, "Oink!" and it's trying to run off the rock to go fight with you all. But Kyra and Curran are holding Jimmy back.
No, Jimmy, no. It's not worth it.
Alright, Alakir is getting pretty pissed about the fact that everyone is getting hurt and he cannot attract the attention of the basilisk. Like veins are popping on his face. So he is going to just to rush the basilisk.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. How strategic is he feeling now? 15? Okay, pretty strategic. So he's going to try and rush to flank the creature, but I don't think it's actually doable. Yeah, not really. Never mind, he's gonna rush the creature. And as he's rushing, he'll start to say words of divine nature, and magic will start operating in his hands, and as he reaches out his hand towards the basilisk, black tendrils of necrotic energy shoot at it, and I'll try to inflict wounds upon it.
There we go.
Ah, damn it! I forgot I had this. Ah!
Rip.
A 19 will hit.
Hell yeah.
16 necrotic damage. The creature takes full damage from necrotic.
And Alkir will just basically try to growl at it, but that isn't very convincing because he really isn't used to doing that. So yeah, that's my turn.
Hey, great turn. So we are to round 5. The creature screams to the sky recklessly. Lightning crackles in the clouds. As it looks at Marceline, it begins to lick its lips. And Marceline, you are grappled by the creature, so please give me a Constitution saving throw. Or get stoned. Sorry. Or the start of its turn. Sorry, never mind.
I was trying to double check that because I was confused.
Now, but it will try to bite you. And
Dang it! Just by
Or 15
one.
hits again.
That
now,
hits.
as it
Yeah,
bites
he's hitting me
you,
with 15.
Jesus.
don't worry about the dice roll and the damage. It swallows you.
Oh, jeez.
Not again.
Uh-oh.
24, Jesus.
Don't worry about the damage or the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
So it swallows you whole, Marceline. So you are no longer grappled.
That is a problem.
Oh god.
You are
Well, at least I had the last potion on me when I went under.
I suppose.
You're blinded and restrained. The crowd all goes, "Ooh!" as you're swallowed. You have total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the creature. And at the start of each of your turns, you're going to take a whole bunch of acid damage as you start to get digested.
What am I going to do here?
Well, aren't you unconscious?
No, because he said ignore the damage.
No, he said ignore the acid damage, not the piercing and the poison, right?
No, he said ignore that. Just use the attack roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
This is just the attack roll. So it didn't chomp you and chew you up as it swallowed you. It just kind of swallowed you like a noodle.
Gotcha. Okay, I was confused.
That was a gross sound. So if you can deal 30 damage to it on a single turn, it will have to attempt to not puke you up. Okay, so Marceline is inside the creature's gullet. It looks at you all proud. Who am I gonna swallow next?
Why is he talking?
Please. Okay, I can't. Apparently, I cannot get my magic back. I am going to Blasting Breath again. But it's reckless, so I get advantage on this, right?
Oh yeah, reckless.
Okay. Okay, I have a dumb idea. Redfern's gonna be. Should I try to be? Redfern knows the stakes of this and is willing to sacrifice herself to help the party. So she will run up and claw attack it. This should be at advantage because it's reckless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sorry.
So let's
why
roll
it's
again.
not popping out is I need to make the creature. Oh, you're not reckless. The basilisk is reckless. There we go.
There we go.
I save on the first Constitution save, and I'm going to use my bonus action to attack again. It takes 8 damage regardless.
Yep, the claws deal 8 slashing damage.
I succeed on the Constitution save, so
And a
7.
16 hits.
Yeah.
You do not get restrained and paralyzed.
How does it look, by the way? Like,
Oh,
the
it's
basilisk.
bloodied, it's hurt, it's got all sorts of mucus and juice just spilling out of it everywhere. This creature is starting to swell from the damage. It is quite disgusting.
It's going to explode on us once you're finished. Okay, God. Hopefully it doesn't.
It will do a pushing attack on Alokir with one of its Paragon actions.
That does hit.
And Alokir,
Ow.
it hits you with its bulk, and you need to make a strength save or start to get push.
Okay. That's damage. Strength, that's gonna be funny. Yep.
So yeah, you just fly 15 feet away.
Ew.
Just realized my one solution isn't going to work.
Uh-oh.
Don't die. Again.
Okay.
And again.
On Marika's turn, Marika activates their blinding radiance.
Whoa.
They start to basically channel their innate energy. So they're going to start shedding a whole bunch of lights.
That's cool.
My
They're all blinded.
Oh god.
Doesn't it have advantage on stun on saving throws against stun? Meanwhile, none of the rest of us do.
As long as you don't look at her.
Yeah, we're like facing the monster, so.
Fair enough.
So she starts turning her light on, and then you can see at the start of their turn has to avert their gaze, or make a con save, or get blinded. So she does
You
that.
go super.
She becomes a Super Saiyan, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that first one.
Marceline,
Oh god.
you are starting your turn inside of the creature's gullets.
Pray for a low roll.
So let me roll its swallow damage.
Low, please. Nope, I'm down.
So you guys can hear Marceline probably screaming from inside of the gut. And then just a...
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Man, I had the perfect solution, but I realized I take the damage first.
Alright. And that's Marceline's turn. Angus.
Yeah, he's gonna hear Marceline go down, and he's going to roar. God, if I can only teleport inside the creature. He's gonna smack with hammer because that's literally all he can do. So it's gonna be a 17.
A 17 hits. And that hammer's
13.
been doing business.
13 points of damage, and he's going to kind of run up here, averting his gaze from Marika, who's like blinding, and try to kind of get the creature's attention. But yeah, I mean, that's well, There is one thing I can do. Can I do a healing surge? I do have... Oh, that's an action. Never mind. I do have the hit die, but I want to save that. All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Alakir, you know that Marika is inside that creature's gullet at the moment, starting to
Marika?
dissolve.
You mean
Excuse me,
Marceline?
Rage! I mean... I will also avert my gaze from Marika. I'll just kind of put a hand next to my face and just not look in her direction. Shit. I mean, I could try to rush it and just again try to get its attention, but I don't know. All my attacks are ranged. You know what? I'm just gonna trace, sort of again, start tracing in the air like a magical symbol of a bell, and I'll pull on this imaginary bell and try to cast Toll the Dead on the thing.
Oof.
Oof.
How much damage has it taken it so far?
lot.
Hit it with 8 on an 18.
Let's see. It'll attempt a Wisdom save. Oh, it fails, taking 3 necrotic damage.
Surprisingly wise, but no.
Did the 16 hit it for Redfern's attack? Trying to keep track.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 8, 15,
It's taken a lot of damage.
15.
Yeah, Alker's gonna rush it just to be next to it and as a potential target, so that maybe it will not target others.
I think that did it. That was 31 damage.
If the creature takes 30 or more damage, 30 damage or more on a single turn from the swallowed creature.
Me, dang it.
Yeah,
You gotta kill it.
And none of us have done like actual 30 damage on a turn.
Those got what Angus has due to the thing.
Yeah, eyes of
That
the
was
brave,
special
yeah.
occasion. That was special occasion, I think.
Okay, the creature. Let's see if it gets its acid spray back.
Nope.
No, unfortunate. It will continue to be reckless. It's got a creature in its belly, but it could always use more. It will target the dragon standing in front of it. That seems to be the most challenging foe.
It's just barely, but it hits. Just barely hits.
And you are now grappled. That is its turn. Now, Redfern, you are starting your turn grappled, so give me that con save against petrifying. Because if Alakir can get swallowed, he could potentially heal Marceline inside the gullet.
I was considering
I can't
teleporting
get
inside the belly, but I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to lasting breath down its throat.
Oh, okay. Marceline, I might have to ask
That
you
was
to
13
make a save.
damage.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
13 damage.
13. Nice. The creature, it's beginning to swell even more.
It's gonna explode, Jesus.
Oh god.
And
turn.
there's just juice leaking out of it like an overfilled tub.
How much juice?
Okay, and the creature, it needed to make a saving throw against Marika's effect. So it may have not hit, so let's see. Let's pop that up again.
You can also just choose to look away.
But yes, then it would make its attack at disadvantage.
Or with reckless, you'll just take an attack, I think.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true.
So, so what it would have had to do, it would have had to Paragon Defense and then take 8 damage to avoid being blinded by her effect. She goes, heh heh heh, gotcha with my tatas. I feel like that's something that they would say. They run up to here so that they're flanking with Redfern. As they do so, they draw their scimitars.
Remember, she only has the rapier. We had to leave our shit behind.
Ah, that's not fun. She'll stab with her rapier instead. For 13 damage.
Please
Up in
kill it.
bunghole!
And as she does so, she's going to make a save. Because she is within 5 feet.
Crit.
Oh my gosh. You guys are getting these
Boon?
right at the moment you need them.
On something good.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Allies may use a reaction to make an attack or take the dash action.
That's a good one.
So I'm assuming I can make an attack, or
Yeah.
17 hit.
I will swing the freaking. What is that? Oh my god.
Hey,
Angus.
Yo.
How do you finish the creature?
I see Marika just stab the butt, and Marika just looks over and says, "Kill it!" And then Redfern blasts it, and as the blast kind of explodes in its face, it just sees the hammer in its maul form crash through it and crash through the entire skull. And I want it to be heading towards Gaius, but as it gets a certain distance, it returns back to Angus, and he rushes over and pulls, if we're out of combat, pulls Marceline out.
Oh, we're not out of combat because Marceline is dying.
Got it. So we need to get her out now.
Okay.
well,
so,
if it's dead, do I still take acid damage?
So here's what happens for Swallow. Don't worry about this, the damage. If the creature dies, a Swallow creature is no longer restrained and can escape from the corpse by using 15 feet of movement exiting prone.
But she
While
doesn't
Swallow
She might
is
can't do that.
blinded, it has total cover and other effects outside the creature and takes at the start of each of the creature's turns. So you would only take this damage at the start of the creature's turns. So it's out of combat. So Marceline, you're swimming around inside of the creature. Give me a death save.
Oh goody. Where's the? Oh, this problem again. Hold on. Can't do death saves when you're popped out for some reason. Hey!
That is 1 success. Angus, you
Angus.
see the creature is dead.
Okay, he's going to sneeze and teleport over as a bonus action, and he's going to try to rip apart the creature's stomach to pull out Marceline.
Can tear!
Yeah, give me an athletics check. You have advantage because
Rage.
rage.
That is a nat 20.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. And
You let her the hell out.
here's your boon. That's 2 in a row for you.
Oh, that's a terrible boon.
I think that's a great boon. If you get that at the right time, oh my
In
gosh.
combat,
Yeah,
that's a good boon. Right now.
right
that's a
now.
terrible boon.
But yeah, no, he's ripping open the stomach to pull Marceline out.
You do so. This creature is basically a big old thing of Play-Doh, and you see Marceline just kind of in the stomach acid.
I have potion in bag. Heal now.
Right
That's
out
my
of
turn.
my belly.
Oh dear
Alker will
God.
rush towards Marceline if she's out, and reach down, say a prayer to Thylia, and cast Cure Wounds on her. So, you heal 13 hit points.
Hey, that's right. Back to the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Marceline, as you are about to be healed, as you are knocked unconscious, you are having a vision.
Oh my God.
Final Fantasy Vision flashback.
You see countless people stretched out in a line, waiting for their turn to be on this rock. Standing on the precipice is that bearded man from your vision. One by one, the people are led onto the rock and beheaded. Their blood emptied into the river. The only sound you hear is their head hitting the ground and his cackling laughter over and over again as he kills 1, 2, 3, 100, and you are in that line. And as you're making your way onto the rock, that is when Alakir heals you.
Angus is just like covered in the guts, ripping it apart, raging.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna jerk upright, and then she's just gonna spit out all the acid that went to her mouth, and she's just gonna, oh, this is the vile place, and just reach out with her blood, start scrawling a symbol on the ground with it. And to anybody that knows, it's an Elvish high rune for death and curse.
Can Redfern look up at Gaius?
Yes, and combat ends, and I will stop the spooky music. As the basilisk is defeated, one by one, the citizens begin to cheer. Your companions are cheering for your victory. The one person who is a companion who seems to be keeping their cool is this monocled dwarf known as Vulcan. You see this.
Oops, sorry.
No,
Didn't mean to.
You're good. Commander Gaius is still taking notes of the situation.
Marika, get away from the edge.
Ah, you're right. If I fall off, the oath is broken.
Yeah, come over here so I can cover you. And he's gonna tear up some of his cloth and cover her boobs.
Redford kind of like shakes like a cat or dog and like shakes hold of acid and guts and gore all off of her. Like, you know how a dog like shake? You know when dogs how they like shake their body like to get the water off? Kind of like that.
At the last minute of Angus's rage, he's going to point at Gaius, and then he's going to take the basilisk's head and rip off it and throw it into the water.
Gaius and Argon are looking down at you all. And you hear a voice come from his face that seems to be amplified by magic. And the only words are, "There are still hours till dawn."
As I'm ripping the head off and throwing it into the water.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just gonna look up, make eye contact with him, and then she's going to cast Prestidigitation, and as a brief effect in her hand is gonna appear a rune that kind of hurts to look at, just floating in the air before it fades away. A cursed rune she happened to stumble across in the Shadowfell.
Ooh.
Doesn't actually do anything, but passes a meaning along.
Mm-hmm. The dragon and their rider are kind of doing circles around the scene. The people on the beach watch. Your companions look on in awe. You see that King Pythor, as he looks on, tears are streaming down his face. And he calls out to the group, "These are the real heroes. These are the chosen of Versus prophecy, people of Astoria. Cheer them on." And almost in unison, you get a hau, hau, hau from the people on the beach.
Yo, Pythor.
I think we should take a slight rest. Yeah?
Yes, let's rest and keep an eye out, though.
Good plan.
I can help with that a little bit. Elgar will sit down on the ground and start quietly praying.
And I love you too, random Italian citizen.
You guys are looking on into the crowd. You see maybe a face that you have not encountered before. you see a centaur looking on. They are wearing scholarly robes, and they are also decked out with what looks like potions and herbs, and they are looking at your group with an appreciative nod.
Marceline, don't get too close to the edge, please.
Where? I'm aware.
Marceline.
Yes, what?
Come.
I'm not
Rest.
done yet.
I know you're not, but rest, or I'll pick you up.
Brr,
Please.
fine.
Thank you. Go sit next to Alikir. Kind of pulling Marceline around.
Hugging her by the tail, but I'm not done yet!
I'm not taking you by the tail, I'm taking you by your shoulders. Calm down.
Alkir will continue praying for the next 10 minutes.
Absolutely. In the next 10 minutes, no new enemies arrive.
Oh snap!
Oh my god.
Nice.
Everyone heals 21 points.
Thank you.
Damn, I guess I don't need to use a healing surge.
Hell yeah. And that's like a...
That's
Oh,
a
that's awesome.
gigantic heal, damn.
Damn,
That was a
that's...
high roll.
Max,
It's the maximum roll, yeah.
God damn. Marika would also take that healing as well.
And as Alkir finishes, he'll just sigh, look at everyone and say, I hope that helps us survive the night, but now I'm spent.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry guys, I hit the wrong button on it. That's why it turned.
There's another crit though.
That'd be great. Angus pats Alikir's shoulders. You did very well, but leave the stupid taunting to me. Yeah?
Yes, I apparently am pretty bad at it.
It's fine. You don't need to be good at it. We are proud of you nonetheless.
Alkir will just touch Angus's hand and kind of nod appreciatively.
Marceline's just sitting on the ground, still absent-mindedly painting runes with her blood on the ground, using her fingertip.
I am absolutely being vigilant with the perception.
So, after the 10-minute time frame, 20 minute passes, and the fervor in your companions is still strong. But the fervor of the crowd has seemed to slowly die down as they are common citizens. The Sidonite soldiers are still maintaining watch. The Cyclops and the very large centaur watching from the... Here, let me pop up their art again. From the rock overview, are watching with intent to see how your group reacts to what is to happen next. 30 more minutes pass, and 40. An hour.
Angus is going to start trying to replicate that lullaby that he was mentioned in the Harpy fight. Just thinking about it.
Okay, for the song that seemed to remind you of one of the lullabies your mother Ophia sang to you.
He's just very confused because he doesn't really have any memories of her. So that melody is strikingly familiar, but in a way that doesn't make sense to him. Doesn't make any sense. Why
That hour enough to have taken a short rest?
I would say that in this situation, you could do your healing surge, but because you guys are actively waiting for a fight, it's raining on you. There is a dragon flying overhead with a zealous paladin on his back. This is not a situation where rest could be found, either long or short.
God, I really want to get some rages back, but it's a shame that I could have to use a freaking long rest for those. But anyway,
second
Keeping vigilant.
hour passes. And a third. And the crowd has become listless and tired. Your allies are still looking on to see if another foe appears. A fourth hour passes, and many of the crowd that was watching begins to leave.
Is it like 10 in the morning?
It should be 10 at night. Let me just check. Yeah, 10 at night.
Wait, then when do we arrive on the rock? Like 6 p.m.?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So as time continues to slip away into midnight and then further, it's close to the hour before dawn. And no
I imagine that.
enemy
Oh,
has
sorry.
arrived. Go ahead.
No, I just imagine that as the hours were dragging on, Alakir was just sitting. I mean, he was keeping watch, but eventually he would just settle down in the center of the rock and kind of absent-mindedly start moving his fingers a little bit, and the drops of water from the rain would start, as they hit the ground next to him, they would start animate into small humanoid shapes. And basically a small recreation of the fight that just occurred is taking place among the little drops of water.
Angus has his the Pythor's hammer in full Maul glory, and is just staring at Gaius the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
lightning
back
is
in the bowels
crackling.
of the basilisk trying to carve meat.
His lightning is coming out of his eyes a bit.
I'm not grappled anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are no longer grappling.
Okay, just one check. Yeah, Redfern's kind of just looking around, bored, not sure what to do.
As the sun begins to rise,
I'm just pacing.
absolutely, no new enemies have arose to do battle with you. You have survived the night.
At the breaking of the dawn, as the sun comes up, Angus is going to just roar
I love that.
very loudly.
What does the party do as dawn begins to break? Here, I need to make a day.
Is it still raining?
As the day begins to break, the rain lessens.
Still raining. Darn.
The rain lessens. There we go.
Hey.
When he roared, Angus, he lifted the hammer above his head.
As you roar above your roar and raise the hammer above your head, your companions join in the gesture and do so as well.
She's gonna crawl out from where she was trying to harvest meat from the basilisk, turn to it, and decide instead that she's going to cast prestidigitation and set them on fire and send them as an offering to another god.
Okay. So
Which god?
You're setting the basilisk on fire?
Yep. And probably the
Okay.
cow too, since the cow never got touched.
Mm-hmm. So the basilisk is burning. You are setting things on fire. I love it. There is a cheer through the crowd. Gaius responds. The chosen of Verses' oracle have lived up to their oath. Order of Sidon, we return to Mitros. And you see that he has that smug look on his face. He does not look disappointed. Whatever he was writing down seems to have helped him. And you see he and Argon begin to ascend into the sky and begin to fly away as the soldiers, the Centaur, and the Cyclops begin to disengage and disembark.
As Alokir kind of looks into the dragon disappearing into the sky, he again gestures his fingers, and the water on the ground forms into a little dragon-like shape that also sort of touches from the ground and starts flying up. And as it flies to his head level, Alokir will just snap his fingers shut, and it will just pop into a million drops of water.
Yeah, as Gaius leaves, Angus points Pythar's hammer in his direction the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'm gunning for you. You're next. Yeah. I love that. Excellent.
Are we why are Marcine and Stardust and Red from the wobbly?
Oh, isn't it because you're unlucky? Or
is that
lucky
what
and
the
unlucky.
effect is?
I don't see
realize
anything
that.
on my screen. It might just be a visual bug from my. Oh, that. Yeah.
Yes. So, you guys have survived the night. King Pythor stands up to make an announcement, and as he's going to make an announcement, let's take a 10-minute break. So everyone go refresh your drinks, go to the bathroom, and I will meet you guys back here in 10 minutes. Sound good,
Roger,
everyone?
Dodger.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I will
Nice.
say that Marceline offered these two up to Kentamane with the line, make Kentamane come discipline his wayward children.
I love it. I hope you don't get struck by a lightning bolt.
Too bad, skies, please.
Redfern will throw a harpy on it and say, "To the great god, Yog Sothoth."
No.
She doesn't actually do that. I'm joking. This isn't canon. Yet. But yeah, I'm gonna get drunk.
Remember.
Same.
If you want to make a character from Steinhardt, if my backup character was Steinhardt, like a book character provided by Steinhardt book, assuming anyone is here, of course.
Sorry, what? I just returned.
I'm just saying, my character, if I return, I was, in case Redfern dies, I was debating who my backup character would be. It would probably be Arcos, or it would be a character who is hard to describe, but is very, yeah, it'd probably be the Lost One, but yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, I know to expect something weird.
You know, it's kind of a, well, basically they'd be a, did you see the class I shared from Steinhardt, the Jaeger?
No.
Okay, basically they're Bloodborne Hunter. But it'd be like a, I want to say it's called, the race is called Demigers, also from the same book as the Jaeger. It's kind of like Aesmar or Tiefling, but instead of a Celestial Fiend, it's an aberration. Like outer gods or like beings like that.
I see.
And and some of them resemble like biblically accurate angels. And they like, this is, I'm just kind of rambling, but you have a point. Like some of them, let me show you some pictures of them because I'm bored.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind me rambling, of course.
Nope. I don't.
Yeah, these are the examples given. Let me just take these screenshots real quick. They're kind of like the aberration or far realm equivalent of a Asmar or Tiefling, or I don't know if I'm pronounced Asmar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh wow, that looks really cool.
Freaky, but yeah.
Are they like ghosts or are they like celestial cosmic beings?
So let me just repost the lore real quick because it's probably easier.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Starscape that's staring at me, and I don't know how to take it.
That's fair.
And I mean, the second picture is just what even is going on.
They're called Demidrich. Yeah, I'm just kind of comparing onto. Let me just fix the copy and paste because it's dumb. It'll probably easier just to screenshot it.
Either way works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna screenshot it. How familiar are you with the Cthulhu mythos? Just curious.
Almost not at all. I am familiar with Cthulhu, but I'm nothing beyond just a general name and image.
Fair enough. I could also just go Arcos using another race in the book, but yeah. Regardless, I'm probably going to the Jaeger class if Orpheus allows it, at least, because it's a cool class, both mechanically and thematically. If it's allowed, of course. I don't want to be like they got too disruptive.
And I am back, everyone. If everyone else is back,
Hello.
Me and Alki are here. Hey, Marceline.
I think Angus is still out and about.
Yeah, I was just discussing with Alki about potential backup characters if Redfern died, as you can maybe be able to tell from the chat.
Yeah, and
With my very weird ideas for characters.
Yep.
I mean, we saw that Marceline almost got eaten.
I did get eaten.
So if Redfern got petrified, was that like game over?
Well, unless someone like Aesop has greater restoration powers, then I guess.
Hey, Angus.
Hello.
Max.
Hello.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Talking about weird characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can tell in the chat on Discord.
Oh, I see. Oh, cool. I don't know any of this.
Yeah, it's the book I'm mainly inspired by is inspired heavily by Bloodborne. So
Yeah, I could tell. I could instantly tell.
yeah,
Especially with that second image is very reminiscent of like more Elden Ring a little bit.
yeah. The book even has like a book. It has kind of like a Wendigo race or sub race. It also has a Bloodborne hunter inspired class called the Jaeger, which I think I've talked about a bit. But
yeah,
I think we're all here though, right?
We are all here. All right, everyone. As you maybe recover and relax from what has transpired, your companions all run towards the rock as the last of the Sidonites exit stage right. And
I think we would have been moving to here, if anything. Like I think Angus would have been like out here, because we jump from here to there, just to meet up with them a bit.
Yeah.
We
don't level up from this, do we?
Yes, Pythor would Hulk jump.
Don't do that. He's so small.
And am I still unlucky?
You are unlucky until you get a long rest.
Okay.
So all of your companions basically meet you on this side of the rock. Led, of course, by King Pythor, who, retcon, will say that before he Hulk jumped, he picked up his daughter, your sister, Princess Honora, in his arms and carried her across. King Pythor,
We are alive.
will say to you all, "You've done me a priceless service. Nothing I could do could repay you for this."
Your child.
Oh, not the
Babies.
chronomancy!
What and how did you achieve this?
Not dying.
We also hunted the basilisks in their cave before we went to the place.
We had bravery. And Angus squares up to Pythor. We did not drown ourselves in liquor and wallow in misery. We were brave. We stood up against them.
I mean, we also kind of think, cheated, but yeah.
Sure.
And he's just kind of staring up at Pythor with daggers in his eyes. We stood in the way of those that are not that hurt and bully and are not nice. We were willing to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. Like my sister. He kind of motions over to Enora. What have you done?
Pythor looks to you downtrodden as you say this, and he says, I have done nothing. You're right.
But nothing.
This is a chance for a new decision. He turns to the crowd and says, with a booming, unearthly voice, I declare my retirement and the coronation of my daughter, Nora, a queen that is not handcuffed by an oath or a past like mine. And the crowd cheers. Pythor will look to you, Angus. My son, I'm sorry for the past that you received. I wish there was a way for me to make it right with you. But at the moment, I cannot think of one. The only way that I can hope to repair any relationship. Will you let me be in your life?
Angus is just kind of, his brow is furrowed and just kind of turns to Enora. How is Enora doing with all of this?
She looks at her father like, about damn time. Is the face that she's giving him. But she looks at you kind of like you're hitting him real low below the belt here. Is the face that she's giving you.
I don't know if we will ever have relationship.
Well,
I don't know.
If that's true, that makes me sad, my son, because I would love to have one with you.
He kind of turns to Enora and says, I'll start with her, and then I'll think about it.
I guess that's fair. Maybe one of these days you and I can go to that island and find your mother, Ophia.
I think that might be something I do on my own. But true, I will come back to you in regards to that. I still don't know what the hell that's about. But he turns to Enora and he says, I don't really know what family is. I don't know this shit. But and he reluctantly just sighs. I'm willing to try.
Well, if you're willing to try, then you are always welcome in our family, because it is your family as well. And you just saved me, your sister, a painful death.
Yeah, sure. And he goes back to Pythor and he hands him the hammer. I don't think I'm worthy of this yet.
We'll take it. And as he takes the hammer back, Vulcan walks up. Aye, lads. Let's be calm.
Magic item.
Angus, if you're my son's lad, then that means that I'm your granddad.
Okay. I still don't know how that works, and he kind of points to all of him. He's like, "You all look very. I don't understand it."
Yes, because Vulcan is a dwarf, Pythor is a human, and you are neither of those things.
I'm like, I look here. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know either, but
Anyway,
gods work in weird ways sometimes.
sure.
Don't
And
worry.
he's still handing over the hammer at this point, but he's letting Pythor, or not Pythor, Vulcan speak.
Vulcan says, "Give the hammer to me, boy. It's gonna be more use in my hands than in his. You heroes are gonna need someone to forge for you. And if I'm gonna be doing any forging, I'm gonna be needing a hammer that's good at it."
Yeah, he looks at Honora. Angus looks at Honora about to say something, and then just kind of looks at Honora's expression of hidden below the belt, and he just silently nods and hands over the hammer and breaks attunement.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get that hero discount?
He looks to you and he says, "The only discount you'll be getting is if you open up that mithril mine and forge to me, lass."
Like pouts.
We'll do that. No, this is so weird. This is so weird. Walks over to Alakir, just like, ugh.
If you think this is bad, this is still the material plane.
Pythor will say aloud to the crowd and to you all, "My daughter has been saved, and her coronation is to occur 1 week from this day. That week shall be filled with the grandest celebration possible, a festival of wine, a festival celebrating Estorian culture." And the crowd begins to cheer. As the crowd begins to cheer, a certain figure holds their hand to their mouth, and using the spell known as thaumaturgy to make their voice louder, they say, "My Lord Pythor, may I be allowed to speak?" And Pythor nods. He says, "I am Tassos, a playwright from Mitros. I have written new scandalous plays that have been finished just in time for this wine festival. I hope everyone will come and enjoy the theater. I extend a free invitation to our royal family and to, of course, Versi's Chosen."
Kind of looks around. Sure. I'm not really one for wine. I prefer ale or mead personally, but sounds like fun.
Just wants the free advertisement.
I know, but it's free alcohol.
It's free real estate.
Alakir's face drops at the thought of a wine festival, but he remains silent.
I'm just watching Honora this whole time and her reactions.
And Nora looks to you all and says, "So, heroes, answer the playwright. Will you be attending his play?" And you see that the entire crowd is waiting on bated breath to see if the new celebrities in town are going to this new play.
I'm tired. I'll do whatever they want to do. I'm just tired. I want to go sleep.
And I suppose we deserve a rest. And this festival can be a good passing of time and enjoyment for most of us. And he kind of gulps.
"Oh yes," Tasso says, "my first play will premiere on the 16th. Perhaps you have heard whisperings of it on the wind. My play is titled Pythor and the Five Sisters." And the crowd begins to chuckle. Those trained in insights see that Pythor's energy, his vibe, was real positive. Now it has hit an all-time low. On the 17th, I will premiere The Fall of Estor, a heroic tale of the greatest hero of Thylea, Esther Arkelander.
Arslan glances back at the rock.
Alikira, you see that Kyra, at the mention of that name, has begun gripping her fists and going cold. You can see drips of blood falling out of her hands at the mention of that name.
He frowns, kind of looking at her.
Finally, I am premiering a new play, The Plight of Pelenia, a tale of a bard who had no sense of humor, who tried to enter into a game of jokes and riddles with the most beautiful goddess, Lord Lutheria.
Is this guy fucking with us?
Probably is.
Do we need to go beat the shit out of him?
He sounds
Why
like,
not? I'm down.
like a cultist. I'm down with that.
I just start walking.
Let's
like-
maybe not cause a scene.
He like holds his
Hey, he
hands
started it.
like what is happening? I am just a playwright.
You're not a playwright. You're a propagandist.
It's free speech.
I mean, all I'm saying is we probably shouldn't go beating up random people, even if they are writing provocative plays.
Yes, that's.
This sounds like mockery to me, and really badly written mockery.
Well, if that is the
Propaganda.
case, please come and see for yourselves. Maybe you will disagree with that notion. And then the playwright, seeing that you all are looking quite agitated, and it is now time for me to go, begins to scamper away, throwing out playbills as he runs away.
I walk up to Kyra. Do you want me to go beat him up?
She says, "No, it wouldn't be right. That guy is a playwright. He's an actor. Save your beating for someone who really needs a good beat off. Him, I'm sure he gets beaten off enough."
I don't know if I want to know about the double entendres, but just takes a scrap and kind of wraps it around. Kind of inspects Kyra's hands. You're bleeding.
Oh. Sorry, I was getting really excited watching you guys. I must have pressed my nails into my hands too hard.
I am making a check on that. I'm assuming insight.
Yes.
Yeah, this will be good. Nope. Well, it's a 10.
Yeah, 10 does not hit her passive deception. Never thought
Well,
you
given
guys
that I
heard.
noticed it in the moment, would you say that I have connected it to Esther?
Yes, I would say so. Alikir,
Okay.
you have
Would
tuned into this.
Redfern can make any connection? Because he also served alongside Estor. I keep bad. You know what I mean?
Yes.
At this point, you might as well just retcon into a he, on he more than she.
In some games I play, we'll discuss this later. Regardless,
Or if you're feeling confused, you can always just say they.
yes, I made it these day.
Yeah, you remember that Esther was a butcher and obsessed with violence.
Wonder what Kyra's connection Redfern idly wonders what Redcar's connection to him is.
You could only imagine. She has not been forthright with that information at all.
Alkir will ask her. Well, it seems like this town has a lot of history and symbols and memory regarding Astor. There's the rock. There are plays written about him.
Rock is cursed.
But indeed, but it seems like not all appreciate being reminded of his memory, and he'll kind of look at her eyes and then look at her hands.
She says, yeah.
Do you think that the play should not take place?
She says, I think that the arts, music, all of it should not be censored. I am not a censor, and I have put on my own amount of art that some consider to be disadvantageous or put people in a bad light. So I would be a hypocrite if I said people should not do the same. I say we go, we see what they're saying, and we just keep our own opinions in mind as we watch what unfolds.
Okay.
Sounds
Can we go
wise to me.
sleep?
Yes, I am tired. I wish I could sleep.
Oh, you're tired.
I almost got turned to stone.
I got eaten.
Yeah? So have I. Once. Oh, sorry.
His eyebrow.
We'll discuss this another time.
Alkir will approach Corina and say, "Thank you very much for taking care of my relics, my symbols, and of Jimmy, of course. We kind of heard how relentless he was during that fight."
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, he was very hard to hold back. He's very strong. If I hadn't held him back, he would have surely ran out and helped you all fight. But here is your items, Alyukir.
Thank you.
And I'm very interested myself to see all of the information about the world. It sounds like it's going to be 3 tales of history that I have not heard.
Yes,
More like all tales in history.
it sounds like it will be a trip down memory lane for some and an exploration of history for others.
I most likely will fall asleep during them. So someone will have to give me
See
notes.
the rebels.
Look from the bright side, then you will not have to suffer the insufferable writing.
That's true.
Most bards think themselves too clever by half.
Lorius, your satyr companion will chip in and say, well, as a musician myself, I'm interested to see what Astorian art is like. I've never had the chance to partake. Perhaps I can learn a thing or two.
Art is subjective.
Marika will say, art is subjective, but something that's objective. I've more than done my share to help you all around here, but I kind of like the place, and I like some of the scenery that I've seen. As she casts a glance towards Queen Enora. Or
Now is not the time.
future Queen Enora, I should say. Marika will say, well, I've had a lot of fun fighting and adventuring around with you four. I think, Honora, if you would have me, I would love to be a member of your honor guard. She says, suggestively. The queen begins to blush, or future queen begins to blush, and says, maybe we can talk about this in private.
I'm blushing.
Oh god.
So, heroes, the NPCs kind of look to you. Where do you all choose to go next? Do you choose to go immediately somewhere and get a long rest?
Yes. Please. Need to sleep.
It was a long night. We need to sleep.
We want our stuff back.
To the palace.
That's true. So to the palace it is.
We need some magic
Right
compounds. Let's go sleep. Please.
I'll turn to Pythor and say, we thank you for safekeeping our items while we were out there. But if you don't mind, we would probably impose on your hospitality one more time, just to rest for the day.
Better not have forgotten to stock your larders with all that wine.
King Pythor will say, you all are always welcome in the palace, and hopefully my daughter will say the same. I mean, you saved her life, you've saved the city, and in a way you saved me as well.
Elke kind of lowers his hand at the mention of saving Honora's life and saving the city. And he looks at the 5 bloodied stripes of cloth that he took from Dimitri's temple, the Gotling clothes, and he pulls one of them off of his clothing and just silently throws it into the river. I suppose we did save you.
You did save me. You saved my daughter, you saved the city, and hey, you all have taken a stand now. Even more so than you already have. Do you know what I mean? He says, asking you all.
We're used to it.
You mean we took the stand against Sidon Order explicitly?
Yes, I mean, you stood against the boar, you saved the kids in the Mossy Temple, you stopped that group attacking Versi, but this is like direct opposition.
Yes, something tells me that this was their plan all along.
Where the hell is Kentamane? Why isn't he doing his damn job with his children?
He's maybe doing something busy. He may be busy doing other stuff.
Did you notice that Gaius was writing something as we were fighting?
I was too busy getting digested.
That is fair. I don't know, from the looks of him it seemed like he was not at all surprised or disappointed in how this went. Feels like this was their plan to test us. And you, as he turns to Honora, and you, I suppose, were just a way to lure us out.
Wait, Honora says, are you saying he was using this as an opportunity to scout you all out and learn more about your fighting abilities?
I mean, unless he is into some weird art hobby. That is, it seems like he was writing down something as we were fighting, and he seemed very satisfied with the whole night, which is a bit concerning.
Pythor will say, I dislike the man greatly, and he's too dour and grim. But as a strategy of battle, it's quite smart.
Can we please get away from this damn rock now?
Yes.
Yes, everyone, let's walk and talk, Kyra says. And maybe I can give you all a tiny history lesson on the 100-handed one as we're walking back.
Oh god, no, not learning.
Chin up, Angus. Remember the buckets.
My brain.
Out of character, I missed it. What was the third play about that the Tassos announced?
It was the mocking of Kyra, and it was like saying an attempt on being funny and some communique with a beautiful goddess, which I'm with Lutheria, apparently.
It is called The Plight of Polinia, a story of a humorless bard. So, I will take you guys back to the landing page map as you are walking away. Kyra will say, you see, the 100-handed one, or Kentamane, as he is called. Oh, by the way, I heard that not only does he have 100 hands, he has 100 arms, 100 legs, 100 feet.
Better not finish that sentence.
100 heads. She's like, what did you think I was going to say?
You damn well know what you were going to say.
Well, I wasn't going to say he had 100 butt cheeks, if that's what you were going to ask.
Glares at Kyra.
Is that because he has 200?
I was about to say.
She says, see, this guy gets it. No.
Y'all a bunch of idiots.
He's got 100 arms. Anyways, Kentamane, from my understanding of the rules, protects the borders of Thylea from outside interference. So if we can imagine, and she uses her handy-dandy marker, this is Thylea, the circle, and Kentamane is here. And when big, bad, evil things come to Thylea to try to get in, he beats them up.
Seems to me like there are two pretty evil things here already.
But would a Titan, he's a Titan, who has 2 Titan babies, think that his 2 Titan babies are bad?
He's been paying attention.
That's the question. And I obviously don't have direct line of communication with the 100-handed one.
Does anyone?
And the only one that apparently that he talks to, loves, and cares about is the goddess Thylea. And depending on how you interpret the myth, the land, the law, we're walking on her body right now. She points to the ground.
I thought that big tree was Thylea.
She says, yes, there's many interpretations. One of them is that the entire continent is her. One interpretation is that the tree is her. And then there's the interpretation that no, neither are her, and that she ascended into a different plane of existence altogether.
Very like the divine.
But maybe, Alakir, what has your religious practice taught you about this type of topic?
I don't know, what has it taught me about this topic?
She says, well, do you think that it's more likely that Thylea is the continent that we walk on? She's the tree, or that she ascended into, some people call it Mount Celestia, other people call it heaven, other people call it nowhere.
Alkir kind of cocks his head to the side and says, well, I have been here not that long, and hundreds of years of following a different god and a different set of rules, so to speak, in a different world altogether. May not be applicable here, but I feel like gods don't just disappear. They don't go away. If Cantimane, as you say, is still around and still protects this world against intruders, then it must be that Thalia is also in some form still present here. Now, maybe she is the world, maybe she is the earth, but maybe she's the tree, as you say.
Did you say world tree? Redfern will interject.
What about the world tree cosmology?
Oh, well, Redfern will go on to explain. Basically, the world is kind of like a big. Think of the world as kind of like branches on a tree. Each branch being its own world, at least to my knowledge.
The world tree cosmology has been disproved by the spear cosmology.
As you.
It says plenty of the magical scholars.
We'll discuss this later. Regardless, that's what I know.
Alkir looks genuinely confused by all of this.
I mean, you're looking at Angus. His ears are smoking because he has no idea what the hell is going on.
Basically, the place is weird. Like, I know in my home plane, the moon fell. That was a weird time. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's interesting to know that you're from a different plane. Care to tell more?
It's called Grimnir. It's a harsh land of snow and ice. Well, I guess you probably know how I talk. I may have told you this, but I was a dragon lord at my time.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that, but I guess it would explain how you seem to know or remember them.
Yes, that is how. Because I was one of them. I served alongside them.
Arcelane just squints at you and then I'm not even going to question how you're very clearly still a young dragon after all this time.
Because I wasn't always a dragon.
So, when the Dragon Lords finished the war and arranged the peace, was that when you somehow transformed into a dragon, or
I don't know. It's kind of everything after everything after a certain point gets blurry. I remember the war reaching its final days, but after that, it just gets very blurry and vague. Don't remember anything after that much.
So basically, we're going to have to ask Versi why she put you in her basement.
Yes. But how do you know I was in her basement?
Because she said so?
Oh. Well, yeah. I don't know what happened or how I got in her basement, but I was in her basement for 500 years, I guess.
That was a long time to take a nap.
Yes. Regardless, the Dragon Lords, as you know them, are not from this plane. We are from a collection of planes. Like my dragon, for example, was a black dragon who I met on when I was sent ways away, and we took the oath of the Dragon Lord and became partners.
Hmm.
And I presume all the other Dragon Lords were in a similar boat, so we heard of this place, decided to help people, and came here and helped people, and the rest is history.
He just turns to Kyra and says, "You're the lore keeper here. Is this accurate?"
Kyra will say, for the most part, yes. I mean, the five gods arrived when Thylea needed them the most. And from what I was told of the Dragon Lords, because, I was never a Dragon Lord, they did not let me into the club. They said I had to pass all these tests, especially...
Redfern interjects. I don't remember the gods you guys even being around when I was during the First War. At least not the part that I was there.
Come again?
She says, yeah.
Or what?
To tell you the truth, I mean, I don't remember you there either.
Redfern narrows her eyes, but doesn't say anything.
I didn't meet you. I didn't meet your black dragon. You're a total stranger to me. She turns away. But now
Can I try to insight check her? Is she trying to hide something? Can I try to insight check her?
You can definitely attempt to.
Dragons don't make sense here. The world tree cosmology is apparently accurate in other planes of existence.
Redfern, you don't know what it is about this woman, but you hope to never play poker against her, because you can definitely not read any of her emotions.
Good to know. Redfern still narrows her eyes, but looks away. Regardless, Well, I guess the truth is that I somehow inherited the body of my dragon, and that may be the result of my genetic weirdness.
Wait, I didn't know this. You're a dragon, but you've got a person inside of you?
Well, more the inverse. I'm more like I was a human before this. Something happened. I don't know what, but I kind of merged with my dragon.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure you aren't some kind of new deviant form of Dragonborn?
I don't know. All I know is my very loose connection to the rules of genetics.
Oh, I can very clearly see that. Science and recording and thousands of years, but no, all these books and research papers burned in an instant.
Yeah. Anyways.
Jeez.
Anyways, the ways of my people of the Grimnir, it was a harsh land. It was a land of ice and snow, and we had clans of raiders, as we call it. I was a raider myself. We kind of roamed the seas, fighting one another in this land, in the longboats, around the Serpent Sea. Yeah, not much more to say. I was always a warrior. Also, she kind of talks, starts mumbling.
Okay, so another question. If you were a dragon lord, and you are your dragon, well, I'm just going to say it bluntly, why are you so weak? If you were a dragon lord, you could have butchered that basilisk.
It's possible that the merging somehow weakened both our forms. And I'm still getting used to this body, of course. Including all parts of it. I wasn't even originally female. I was male as a human.
That must be very confusing.
Marcy just rubs her forehead and just, you know what? I give up.
That's one of the reasons I keep like changing the pronouns to she because like it's hard to do that. But yeah,
Oh no, I'm not gonna question it. I give up.
it's weird.
So
Regardless, I have to deal with this new body.
Kyra says.
Yeah. Yes.
But the Dragon Lord was male.
Yes.
She begins to steam like an egg timer.
You okay, Kyra?
I'll be okay eventually, but man.
You see what I mean?
What do you mean steam? Like confused?
Her skin is starting to turn a shade of pink, and white steam and smoke is exiting her pores.
What?
Okay, Kyra, are you okay?
What?
Are you
Is she flustered or is she like having a mind like 404?
Yeah, I'm confused with trying to be portrayed here. Is my question. Like, is she confused? Is she?
She is just
flustered?
so confused that she is just starting to steam like a little tea kettle. As you guys continue to walk through the city of Astoria back to the palace, you make your way to the palace unencumbered, unless do you all stop in the Agora to try to buy anything? Because I know you guys
What money?
like to buy stuff.
No, I just want to sleep.
Yeah, I want to sleep as well. I've had a long day.
Alrighty.
Anyways, Marceline just pats Kyra on the shoulder. Contemplations of how to categorize that dragon should best be left to the long-time Arc Wizards who have the intelligence to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. My world was created after from the blood of a wizard.
Hush, you! You're not helping.
I mean, it was created from the blood of a wizard who was like, it was weird. The wizard was kind of like he was a hero from an old world, but the old world was destroyed by this people called Jotun. Yeah. He betrayed them, but when he was killed by one of his party members, his blood and body became the world.
We don't need more creation cosmologies for how the spears were created.
Yes, but I like talking about my world. It reminds me of my distant home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you talking about your world compounds to my headache.
So, heroes, you return to the king's palace, and you are all able to get a long rest. Is there anything that you guys want to do in the time that you get to the palace? Do you want to talk to anyone, or do you guys just sit down, boom, and get a rest?
I think
Collapses in a bed.
Yeah, I think Angus kind of just follows Honora for a bit.
And the Unlucky's gone, right? Just want to clarify.
And just kind of, yeah, Unlucky would be gone if you had full rested, but I think.
Did we gain fame from that?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that.
You guys are just so hungry for those mechanical benefits, aren't you?
Give us the numbers! What do the numbers mean, Caleb?
Give us the big numbers. I like big numbers.
Fame points. Let's see. Who's being a good player and tracking them? So you guys should all definitely be at 2 fame, because you got 1 fame for defeating the boar, and a second fame point for completing the task of the Balmetrius horn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall ever getting that one. Well, we do now.
And then you should have a 3rd fame now from rescuing Princess Honora.
Fame,
Let me look at the fame in the Heroes Handbook. A fame is going to be so we have songs about us now.
Mm-hmm.
Why, yes, that one guy was just saying so.
That's true.
And Kyra never ceases to sing.
And everywhere you guys go, somehow there is a new song or tale that has been spread on the wind about you. I don't know who is singing those or who is spreading those to everyone.
Everyone looks at Kyra.
Oh, and yeah.
It was you, wasn't it? It was you who betrayed me. No, so yeah, you guys are able to get a long rest, and I just need to move the calendar to the 16th of Thylion.
Yes. Redfern will try to listen to these songs about her. 'Cause she's curious about what they sound like.
Okay, so at some point during the hold on, let me just make sure that the hour is correct. Okay, so right now I've got the hour set about 7 a.m. Is the 16th of Thylia, if you guys are wondering. Ooh. Scattered clouds, but mostly clear today, 62 degrees. It is a great day for an outdoor play. At some point, you guys are going to go out, and Redford is going to listen to the music that is being sang about them, potentially.
Yes. Also go to the plays, because attention feels good.
Yeah, I just follow Marceline around.
Okay.
Kind of in a daze.
And it sounds like the group is kind of like, hey, let's go check out the plays that are happening.
Yeah.
Nothing better to do. Still waiting on Vulcan to finish that damn shield.
Oh, yeah, how's that going?
In like 4 days now.
Oh, okay.
So when you guys all come down from your sleeping quarters, or from your meditative quarters if you are an elf and you do trance.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take us to the Astorian Palace map. The queen is waiting there. Pythor is there. Kyra is there. And they are all kind of waiting at the bottom. And when you guys all wake up, there's breakfast for everyone to eat.
No.
Why is Kyra sitting in the throne? Is that legal?
Tyrus.
It's a funky token orientation today. There's breakfast for everyone. The breakfast today is eggs, and served with the egg is a nice mixture of vegetables and fresh wine from the vineyards. The guard captain is here. All of your NPC allies are here. The king will approach you all and say, once again, I have to give my thanks. And myself and the princess and our guards will be going to the play today, even though I believe that it will be a slight toward me.
Hold on. Do you still have the splooge potions?
He looks to you and he says, oh, the potions of centaur courage?
Yes, those.
Why, yes.
Hand them over. I want them.
You want the potions now? You were so against them earlier.
Oh, I'm not drinking them.
That's fine. I am.
Kind of looks at Marceline.
You know a guy, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can't pay us with money, just give us those.
I mean,
He says, okay, I've got about 5 of them. Do you want them all?
Yes.
He will give you the potion of Sidon courage.
I will stuff them under my robe because I do not want to be seen openly carrying these because it's disgusting.
They are warm to the touch.
Ugh.
Ew.
Hopefully he'll pay something for these.
And as you're kind of like moving them around, you know how a potion would slosh?
Oh, God.
These potions don't slosh. It kind of sounds like you're pumping a jar that's filled with like oatmeal that you put a little bit too much milk in. That's the sound it makes as it sloshes around in the bottle.
Marceline just shudders, going from the tip of her tail all the way up to her head, and her hair poops just a tiny bit more. Just right. Well, I'm gonna go sell these. I don't.
Oh, you're gonna sell them?
Yes.
We're not gonna use them.
I'm not drinking these. Just holding them. Just
If you prefer, I can hold them.
going to sell them.
But it seems like such a waste.
Marceline gives Alokir a look.
What? Waste not, what not? I know they're disgusting to, well, all of you, but I drink wine, for crying out loud. That stuff is disgusting.
That comes
Yes,
from
but at least
plants.
you know what it's made of, and something that you would, at the end of the day, put in your mouth normally.
Hey, anything is better than wine.
So you'd rather have. We're not discussing this.
Well, give me at least one of those, if you don't mind. Might come in handy someday.
Why did you have to use that choice of words?
Alkir, I mean, he's blue-ish, but he kind of becomes more green. That's his version of blushing. Just give it to me. I don't want to discuss it.
Take it. It's only fair your share. What you do with it is none of my business.
Okay, Alkir will take one potion.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
And just stuff it in his bags.
I think you can send him one of those potions.
Oh, did you put them in my sheet already?
I did.
Hot potato.
And player. Here. Uno. Take it and go away.
What was that?
I don't know.
They sound like goblin.
Yeah.
Gollum.
Ooh, sweet. I mean,
Angus just gives Alakir a look. Just like.
I think we're all looking at
it. That was out of character, okay? Because I read the description.
Just tilting his head and is like, why do you want? Okay.
Can be useful. Who knows? Again, I drank a lot of stuff, and wine is definitely the worst.
Yeah, but wine comes from plant. Do you know where that came from? Probably.
I know for a fact where that came from, but if you don't worry about it, it doesn't affect you. Probably.
Okay.
Ignorance isn't necessarily bliss.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not ignorant, but maybe I'll forget about it in a few weeks.
No, stop talking. Hear no evil.
Anyway, shall we?
When I will actually ask Anora and Pythor. So, when is the ceremony for the coronation of the new queen?
They just occur in 6 days.
Could probably clear out the mine and come back at that time, yeah?
That would be
If it's close enough, should be reasonable.
Field.
Yeah, true. I also need I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. The hammer was very useful, but I don't know. I like my fists.
Maybe Vulcan can upgrade your cestus again now that he has the new hammer.
Maybe. Maybe he can make them very powerful. I don't know. We going to play?
I think
Yes,
so.
we got a little sidetrack there.
Yes, we go.
With the gum potions. Oh my god.
Queen Honora says, I heard that you just need to plug your nose and close your eyes and just shoot it down.
Hear no evil!
No,
Now then, let's go see this play.
Well, I mean, it's in the evening, probably, right?
No, you never know.
The guard captain will say, "Oh yes, I have a writ here. It says it's to occur in the evening. Yes. So you do have the day to go explore the city."
Yeah, if anybody is keen on doing something, maybe see Vulcan.
Yeah, Redfern will kind of just wander around, see what just wander around by herself, just get a view of the people.
Go see the shady dealer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see how much he pays for those potions. I think if everyone is just walking and hanging around the city, I'll probably maybe talk to Karina and ask if she would be interested in learning a bit of medical skills, given her aspirations as a ranger. And if she's keen on it, then he would spend a day basically training with her, showing her the basic skills.
Corinna would say to y'all, everyone, don't take this too personally, of course, but even though the threat, and she did quotes, is gone, I think we should all stick together. I don't think we should split up. I mean, I think an ambush could happen to us at any moment.
I'm not alone. I have my goats.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the middle of a city. I mean, if you say so.
I mean, I agree. Actually, it might be better if we all stick together. Okay, we're all going to the same places, so probably
That's
going to
fair.
go to this stupid play. We maybe go see Vulcan. We maybe go sell the weird potions. We can all just go together.
Redfern will strut around proudly.
Why are you strutting? What?
Because
Just
I'm
don't
happy.
question it.
Okay. So we go see Man, and then we go see Vulcan, yeah?
I suppose that sounds like a good plan.
Might as well.
Get some money for our efforts, and then see if you can't get your fist to be fiery.
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 What if I could make them, shoot things?
Well, then shoot things. By all means.
Let's go!
Where are we going first, everybody? You going to Astoria and Gold and Silver, or are you going to Vulcan's Hall?
Gold and Silver.
Yeah, probably there first to sell the stuff.
Okay. We get a quick scene transition of you guys walking through town.
Shady dealer!
And you see the sign for Astoria and Gold and Silver.
We'll walk inside and loaf.
Oh.
If it isn't the heroes of Versi's prophecy, welcome to Astoria and Gold and Silver.
Yes, hello again. How much will you give us for these? I plop the Coom potions on the table.
He looks to them and he goes, These look like potions of centaur courage. Am I wrong?
You are not, however much I wish you were.
He looks to you all. These are quite valuable. Their viscosity is quite magical.
I can see that.
Are you sure you want to sell these?
Yes.
Yes.
He says, okay. Well, how many do you want to sell?
All of them.
So the 4 that you have here, you want to sell?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I thought we had 5.
Alakira has one.
Alakir wanted his from his share.
Yep.
fair enough.
Evan knows why.
He says, well, I can offer you 400 gold pieces for each of them, for a total of 1,600 gold pieces.
Marceline's eyes kind of boggle. Four. Looks back to the party. No disagreements? Nobody?
Fine with me.
You can use that to make weapons.
Well, fuck yeah, it's a deal.
He goes, it's a deal. And he quickly disappears into the back and then comes back with some money for you. And you guys can separate that into a pretty even number, 400 apiece. Marika declines her share.
Wait, but Alokir took his potion.
Or she will take her share and then give the money to Alokir.
Either way, 400 gold. Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't happen to get anything interesting after the thing. I know it's only been a day, but you never know.
He says, well, I always have potions and scrolls available, but no, I didn't get any new magical items, unfortunately enough.
Shame. You happen to have valuable gems?
He looks to you. What kind of gems are you looking for?
Oh, I'm not picky. I just need enough to gild this skull, and then she'll plop down the Mind Flayer skull.
He looks to it and whistles. Well, how much gilding and jewels do you need to put on it for your purposes?
Enough to cover it completely, out of character 300 gold.
He says, well, if you need that done, I'm quite an accomplished jeweler. I could affix those for you for the price you just mentioned.
For the gems and the affixing?
Yeah, for the gems, the gold, I can get it all spruced up for you for that 300 gold.
He squints. And how quickly can you do this?
Oh, it shouldn't take me too long. The wine festival is going on currently, so I should have it done by the end of that.
How long is the wine festival again?
The coronation day is the 22nd of of Thylion, so it would take him from the 16th to the 22nd.
Marceline kinda hesitates. Out of character, is this something I can do myself? I don't think Marceline in character would be willing to part with her friend. Not for that long.
If you're not willing to part, yeah, I guess this is.
I do have jeweler's tools proficiency.
Marceline could potentially do themselves. Yeah, you would just need to sink the 300 GP into it from Marceline and then her gilding it herself.
In that case, that is what she will do. She'll turn down the offer. No thanks. I'll take the gems, but this skull is inhabited, and I'd rather not leave him alone with somebody I don't know very well for that long.
Fair enough. I've had my fair share of run-ins with cursed objects and curses, and I would, feel better if I didn't have to do any I didn't mean to. So, yeah, I can sell you the gilding materials you'll need for your art project.
Well, in that case, we have a deal.
And yeah, he'll sell you all the gems and gold and precious materials you'll need for your skull.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Mm-hmm. The pleasure was mine.
Anybody else have anything they want to do here?
Nope.
I'm done. I'm happy. Alrighty then. Who wants to do the next thing? What is it?
I think we were going to Pythor and seeing what he can do. or not Pythor. Excuse me.
Welcome.
Vulcan. Thank you. I mean, the big thing is that we still need to go to the mines to give Vulcan the ability to make us more shit. So maybe just asking about that again, maybe.
We're also heading to the doing something about the necropolis.
I mean, that's on. I think that might be on the way.
We can afford to take time to wait.
Yeah, I think we should stay for the events today and then go adventuring tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we do.
But I need time to gild this skull.
Yeah, that's why we're taking time today. I think.
Out of character, you have 2 milestone things that you have to do, which are lighting the silver fires of the Mithril Forge, and then claiming the weapons of the first Dragon Lord, which is
right
at the necropolis at Telelock.
Yeah, that was the necropolis thing. So the Mithril mines, at least we can get some better weaponry.
Yeah.
But
And how far are either of those? If we were to ask, say, Kyra.
She looks at you. Oh, me? Well, from what I know, if you leave the north gate of Astoria, you could potentially make it to the ancient location of the Mithril Mines in about 1 day, which is very useful. The necropolis is going to take you roughly 3 days leaving from Astoria.
It'll take a bit, and we'll miss all of the events. But I mean, let's be honest. Are we really looking forward that much to this guy's plays?
I don't. I'm kind of curious at them morbidly, but yeah.
Yes, but beyond passing curiosity, I mean, not
I
really.
still like to see them. I mean, it only takes 1 day, doesn't it?
Well, it certainly gives me more time to finish gilding up the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps I could spend a few days here. Let give you time to do whatever you just need to do, and see the place, see what story this playwright chooses to tell. I'm quite curious. And then we'll have 4, maybe 3 days to go to the Mithril Mines and back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Hercus, your squirrel friend, well, no now will chime in. And of course, that's if there's no issues abound at the mines.
Seeing as it's a great task, it's definitely not going to be straightforward and easy.
When is it ever?
True. Can't wait to see what next beast I will get eaten alive by.
The B team looks to you. So, how many beasts have you been swallowed by since you've started adventuring together?
Adventuring with this group, this would be the first, although the Hydra almost had me.
Hydra did get the Minotaur, though. Met from all gesture to Angus.
Yeah, it swallowed me. It was not fun. I did not like it. We're having this conversation going to Vulcans.
Yes. Karena will say, so is there a competition to see who can be swallowed by the most monsters?
No.
No, I hereby forbid it. You are banned from this competition, whether it is real or not. Did you not see what the Hydra did to me?
She blushes. Well, I'm losing if there was. I mean, you both have been swallowed once. I've been swallowed 0.
It is not something that you want to happen.
That means you're winning.
Yeah, not pleasant.
Don't encourage her.
I'm just saying that not being swallowed is a win.
Arsene opens her mouth, raises a finger. Closes it again. Okay, fine. Karina's the winner. And it will stay that way.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, same.
So,
Honestly, if we could avoid being swallowed altogether from now on, that would be swell.
Kyra looks up to the sky and says, "For some reason, I just don't think that's possible. I think there's someone out there who just enjoys swallowing you guys. I don't know who it is. I feel
Ew.
like they control
I'll
the
be
world."
probably furry.
She nods. I think they do. And you guys arrive
That's-
at Vulcan's Hall.
Yuck. Hello.
You see Vulcan in his customary pose, with the anvil, the hammer, hammering, smelting. As he
How's the
turns,
hammer?
He looks up to you with his monocle. "Oh, it's you all. I'm glad you're here. I put a rush job on the shield you gave me, and it's finished."
Oh, well, that's a pleasant surprise.
Oh, can we see it?
Absolutely. He presents the shield to you all. The shield, where it has been rusted, has been filled with a golden metal, and it seems to radiate a slight magical hue to it as the firelight hits the shield.
Ooh.
So who will be
Fancy.
wielding this beast?
What does it do?
Well, as per instructions, the shield was not changed from its original magics. It still contains all of the hate, all of the violence and the bluster.
Ooh. So
What
it's
does it
cursed.
do?
Mechanically, while still functioning as a shield, this shield can be treated as a light, bludgeoning weapon that you have proficiency with. Also, while this shield is worn and its heraldry visible, you have a bonus to your athletics and intimidation checks equal to your proficiency bonus. You have a penalty to persuasion checks equal to your proficiency bonus while the shield is visible.
Well, shield is visible,
Mm-hmm.
and you said we have athletics. There's other the benefits to that shield have to be visible for that.
Yes.
Okay,
You have
I'm
to
just
be
wondering because
wearing it, and the heraldry has to be visible.
yeah, I'm just wondering if I can absorb the magic here and get the bonus. Yes, that's my question.
You can absorb it, but you would still have to wear it.
Yeah, that's the weird part. So I don't think I can do that. In that context, I'm gonna ask Vulcan. You got any good magic items around, Vulcan?
He says, "I think that for some reason, you don't listen to me when I talk. I don't have any materials. You just gave me the hammer back I needed to smith these things, and the location that contains the ley lines, the magical power, has been closed to me for the last few centuries. No, I don't have any magical items."
Marceline taps her chin. You said that the shield can be used as a bludgeoning weapon, right?
He nods. Yes.
Which means it could be one-handed, which leaves your other hand free, which means that she turns to Angus that you can still bonk people with both hands.
Good. Oh. I mean, I don't really do good persuasion anyway, so I guess I could use it.
Yes. Yes. Bonk your enemies with this shield. Let them be stunned senseless by your glory.
I mean,
Yes.
I could also get like a spear or something like that and use a spear as well. I don't know.
That reminds me. What happened to that pike?
I have
Who
it.
would put that? Oh, you still have it? Okay.
Yeah, right here. He takes out the pike. You want it?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. I only...
I'm pretty sure Redfern already still tucked it. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
Whatever he did.
I have to use like two hands to hold this thing, so... Yeah, Redfern has the spear of the lady
Oh yeah,
Demetria.
yeah.
That's absorbed.
The
Yeah.
Iron
So we need to
Lifting
keep it
Halo.
around for that.
Yeah. But yeah, I could use shield.
Perfect. And that way you can still get 2 hands in, so you can get twice the amount of hits.
I'm glowing. Yeah.
Oopie.
The,
Why am I glowing?
The shield. The shield is handed to you. As it's handed to you, you now
Oh,
have
no.
a gigantic athletics bonus.
Oh,
Your athletics bonus is now 8.
holy crap.
Damn.
And with advantage on rage.
Yeah. I have disadvantage on persuasion checks, but not like I'm
And since
doing
you
it.
now get since you now get 2 swings, you are now one hell of a grappler.
Yeah. And a +2 to my AC.
Now, if you have a
Yay.
light weapon in your other hand, this would count for light weapon fighting.
Nice.
So basically, this is my main weapon at this point. Or is it just a shield?
Can you throw like Captain America?
Nah, it doesn't have the thrown property. At least not yet.
Yeah, because I was just wondering. I'm not really seeing it on my inventory thing, on the bar. That's why I was curious.
Yes, so it's under your equipment.
Yeah, so I'd have to click that whenever I want to use that as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool beans. Oh, cool.
Alikir, as perhaps Angus is practicing with the shield, you see Kyra look at it, shudder, and just look very sick as she turns away.
What's your connection to Estor, Kyra?
She says, "Oh, what do you mean? I never even met him. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll wait for you
You
guys
saw the
outside." And you see that she kind of run walks and heads outside.
Alkir feels very uncomfortable in the heat, so he'll follow outside, using that as an excuse.
Do you think I could use this like as with my longbow? At the same time?
Doesn't that need your hands though?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't know how to use
you
it.
can always just stow it.
Yeah,
you don't need to take off your cestus, so.
That's
Not like a bow, like a disc.
Yeah, I could just use the javelins. I don't know. I've never used shield before.
Vulcan, what would you need to make this a returning weapon like that hammer?
He looks to you and says, I would need some very specific ingredients for that. But changing its qualities like that, I don't know. I'm afraid of what magic it would release. I think it's best if we leave it how it is.
What if you made a cestus for the hand on the shield and enchanted the cestus to make the shield come back every time it's thrown, like a magnet?
Magnets
that way you're
work,
not tampering with the shield.
says.
It's a magnet.
He ponders your suggestion. I'll think about it.
Well, in the meantime, we'll get that mine cleared out for you. Okay, bye, Grandpa.
Goodbye.
Walks away.
Goodbye.
And he continues to work on the projects that he had laid out in front of him.
Or Marceline leaves. So the mithril mines, mithril ain't just for show, right? There's actually mithril in there.
He says, that is the hope. It's been centuries since any of us, the 5, or any settlers have been inside it. And when we left, it was because that Lady of Death had placed a curse on it. So let's hope that curse hasn't corrupted anything about it.
What manner of curse?
He says, she unleashed a great beast from the depths of the hollow world upon us.
Great beast.
He
What
nods.
intel do you have on this? If we're gonna go clear it, and it's clearly not going to be a friendly stroll through the earth, well, it's best if we knew up front what we're dealing with.
He looks at you and says, "My information is out of date. I haven't been inside the place in centuries."
Any information is better than nothing.
He says, "But wrong information is going to be worse because you're going to assume something, and then that assumption isn't going to come true. I can tell you what I think I know, and you can do with that what you will."
Lay it on me.
Well, the mine had 2 levels. We would take an elevator most of the time down and up, but there was a mining shaft that we would use to bring up ore. If everything is still in place, you could use the shaft, you could use the elevator. It all should still work.
All right, so most of the branches would be down in the secondary part then, I assume.
He nods.
Do you happen to have a map of back when, at least from back then?
He says, "No, I don't have a map of the mines. Now, I didn't work there alone. There were other dwarves that worked there, and we also used our proclivity, our expertise with the elemental plane of fire, and we summoned an assistant."
Wait, you don't mean summoned a fire elemental?
Oh, no. A salamander.
Oh, a salamander. Second, I thought you would have said, no, a fire giant.
No, we summoned a princess. Her name is Perkagia. She's still there, all alone. One of my many regrets.
Oh, why is she still there?
When we summoned her, we bound her in a way to the mine itself. And her binding was to last 501 years.
Ooh. He is not going to be happy.
No. She has an explosive temper, to say the least.
So not only do we have to deal with hostile beasts, we're going to have to deal with a hostile host as well.
Is there any way to counter her? What's her weakness? Should we need to fight her?
Well, I hope that you won't fight her at all. She's always been friendly to me and to the other dwarves that work there. So,
Yeah, after
hope
being
that-
stuck there for 500 years, I don't think it's going to stay that way.
I hope that you can broker or at least attempt a peace with Berkaki.
And the manner of beast?
The beast that emerged from the hollow world was a gigantic hound with 3 heads.
Does this ring any bells with Marceline? Does she know what type of creature this might be? I mean, obviously, we all know what it is out of character.
Would Redfern? I asked same thing for Redfern.
Vulcan will say, this is a Cerberus. A type of creature known to guard gates and portals on the lower planes.
You say Lutheria set this upon them.
I-
How absolute is her control over these creatures? Is it similar to the Basilisk and Sidon, or...
The creature could spawn these two-headed versions of itself in its back. It overwhelmed us, and any attempt we made to try to take it back was futile, and we lost the mine.
Oh boy, this is this is gonna be tricky. And they've had 500 years to breed down there.
Aye.
All right, that's okay. That's everything, I assume.
He nods. It's everything.
All right. Do you happen to at least know if these beasts had any weaknesses?
They are creatures from the lower planes. So if you have abilities that allow you to access magic from the upper planes, it would deal great amount of damage to them.
Out of Kira is going to be the one pulling the weight here. All right then. Thank you for the tactical knowledge. I will be on my way.
He nods. Thank you for not asking for another discount. I was prepared to hit you with the shovel.
Oh no, you explicitly said that that's after we get the mine. I'm holding you up to that.
He says, you have to know something about this plane, dear. If someone doesn't swear an oath, it's worth the sand in your boot. And he winks.
Marceline just glares. I'm holding you to that! And then she leaves. And I will share this with the party. Because tactical knowledge is tactical knowledge.
Fire elementals. I wonder how hard I can punch them.
No, he said we weren't supposed to punch the elemental. It's
Oh.
the dogs we punch.
Oh, I punch dog then.
But there's gonna be a lot of them. Maybe we need to hire more people to help us with this.
Maybe.
Or I need to get like water. I don't know.
Kyra says,
Captain.
it's a little steamy here, guys. What do you think about heading to the amphitheater? Maybe getting some good seats.
Me, but she looks up. It's cloudy and it's 62 degrees. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just I'm feeling a little hot next to this this workshop. Let's go get some good seats and get prepared for the play. I'm tired of being next to this workshop.
Well, I mean, you could have just said you had daddy issues.
She looks to you and she says, Marceline, I do not have daddy issues. What I do have is a very specific set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. And then she just continues to walk.
Zombie pigeons!
She just keeps walking at your zombie pigeon remark. So, everyone, is the plan to head to the public amphitheater, or what is everyone's plan?
I think so. While the conversation inside the blacksmith's place was happening, Alkir would kind of briefly approach Kyra while they were still alone outside and just quietly say, I'm sorry for overstepping perhaps, but you seem very disturbed whenever the Dragon Lords or especially Esther is mentioned. I don't know what your history is there, but if you think it's a pain that you don't want to bear alone, I would be glad to listen.
She looks to you and she says, let's just say that the stories of Esther being a great hero, or being the best of the Dragon Lords are, in my opinion, not true. And and when I see that the group that I'm supporting chose to keep a symbol of him intact, I'm just a little tiffed. That's all. It's nothing. I'm just, nothing
Well,
to keep you up at night.
I will admit, it's not like we haven't, how do I put it, fucked up on this path. And he'll kind of, and he'll kind of fiddle with the 4 bloodied cloths on his belt. But I suppose we will be trying to do better than Astor. And hopefully your choice will not be in vain.
She looks up to you and she says, Alakir, I feel like I can really talk to you, man. And she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, yeah, that's the goal. Do better. Be better. And as she says that, that's when the party would have came out, and that's when you guys would exit and head off to your next vignette in the city of Astoria here during the Wine Festival. So, do you guys head for the amphitheater?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Excellent.
I suppose.
Okay, let me load up the scene. Oh, and I need to put America on the scene.
Oh, she's around.
Oh yeah, she's sitting right next to Princess
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all up in that guard detail.
Honor guard. Right.
Very, if you guys have seen Game of Thrones, very Knight of the Flowers of her to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you arrive, you see that the stands are filled with people from Astoria, and many of the people that you've met kind of along your journey have come to witness the show. Standing at the front of the amphitheater is Tassos, the playwright. He stands up ceremoniously and welcomes everyone to the show. Thank you all for coming to the opening night performance here in the Wine Festival. I have produced 3 plays that will be put on, one today, one tomorrow, and one the day after, as a way to celebrate our king, our new queen-to-be, and the history of our world. Today, we are delighted to perform Pythor and the 5 Sisters, a tale of the city of Astoria's history and our king. Without any further ado, Pythor and the 5 Sisters. And he starts like a clap, and everyone else in the audience begins to clap slowly, like you do to start a play.
Yeah.
And the play begins by a set of curtains being drawn aside and an actor walking out. The actor seems to be portraying Pythor.
Horny Pythor.
He is looking to find his place in the world as the god of battle now that the Oath of Peace has begun. The Pythor that you are seeing has many monologues about his duty to stand vigilant for the next 500 years, but he is portrayed as someone who seems to not be able to keep his attention on one thing for too long. It makes very bumbling remarks through these monologues. The first act ends with him finding a beautiful elven woman named Hexia, who was adopted into a family with 4 other sisters, and how their powerful personalities ignited a passion between one another. Pythor ends the act exclaiming that his love, Hexia, and not the battle between the Titans, is his new purpose in life, as he swears an oath of marriage to her. Act 1 ends. Act 2 begins. Act 2 portrays Pythor having a very rocky relationship with Hexia, as their personalities clash and anger erupts from both of them. And Pythor's incompetence infuriates Hexia. They smash things around the set and scream at each other, but then make up with egregious and, some would say, unnecessary displays of affection and passion. This is definitely an X-rated play. However, Pythor's roving eye causes him to start looking at Hexia's 4 sisters. One by one, Pythor starts to have an affair with each of them. And Hexia suspects Pythor but is never able to prove it. She is incensed with him constantly, and he becomes more of a drunk and professes his love for the youngest sister of Hexia, but she is promised to another. Pythor returns home to ignore his enraged wife while he drinks himself into a stupor. Act 2 ends. Act 3 begins. The last act starts with the wedding day of the youngest sister of Hexia, but it is interrupted by the tyrant king of Astoria, Lysis Arcalander, who is played by a very corpulent man. Lysis demands that the sister be his wife against her will, and she is kidnapped. Pythor, in a complete state of drunkenness, is told the news by Hexia, who still has no clue about his affairs with her adopted sisters. Pythor, deep in his cups, stumbles to the palace and challenges Lysis for the crown. Lysis Arcalander, ever arrogant, believes that he can take down the god in his pathetic state and accepts the challenge. They duel, and the duel shows Pythor is losing badly, but ultimately he wins by tripping over his own feet, landing on a cart. The cart is pushed into a pile of barrels. The barrels knock into the back of a horse, kicks a man. The man dislodges a tooth that flies across the room and hits Lysis in his eye. This blinds Lysis Arcalander. He is basically discombobulated, and he trips over his cape and falls on his own sword. Pythor is beholden as the new king, and the sister is saved. Pythor, in his drunken state, pulls the youngest sister in for a kiss as Hexia watches. As Hexia watches, she exits into the back of the stage and then returns in a new costume.
Oh my god.
End of the play shows Hexia monologuing about how she put the pieces of the puzzle together about Pythor's affair with all of her sisters. And she goes into a maddening rage. She professes that if she can't kill her husband, she will kill any woman or man he falls in love with and eat any children they have.
Redfern kind of looks at Angus.
What happened?
The actors all come out and do a bow at the end of the play. Those who are watching Pythor see that he is gripping the stone next to him, and it is basically turning into dust in his hands. As the play ends, tears are running down his eyes, and he begins to walk away silently. His daughter.
Redfern will check.
Oh, go ahead, Redfern.
No, you continue. I was just saying Redfern can check to see if he's all right. She knows he isn't, but
you see his daughter is quick to follow, and Marika is quick to follow her as they are moving away from the amphitheater. Pythor will look up as Redfern approaches. Redfern, what are you going to say to the king of Astoria?
Are you okay? Well, I know the answer to that counter question. So, why do they not like you?
He sighs. I don't know. He looks to you and says, I was cursed as the god of battle, I think. My sister, Kyra, and Kyra looks to him and he says, she's the goddess of trickery and music. My sister Valis, she's so smart. She's amazing. My father, he can make anything. Me? The one thing I'm supposed to be good at, I can't even do. I can't fight our true enemies. I'm useless.
Oh, not necessarily. For one, you never said anything about fighting the enemies directly. You can still be a general. You are a god of war, after all. Surely you know tactics.
He looks to you and says, perhaps.
But the strength is not necessarily what we use to fight our weapons with. It's also a strength of character. And from what you described, you have your flaws, obviously, but you seem like you have a good man underneath all that. Remind you of the legends of my gods from my homeland.
It's just so hard seeing them betray me as such. This bumbling fool.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens, but is it not inevitable? No one's ever going to be completely liked by everyone. That's just how people work.
He nods, but it's... Did they have to betray me as... I mean, the fight I had with Lysis, I didn't win by accident. I grabbed him by his stupid face, and I threw him into the river.
Well, I mean... Wait, can you repeat that, sorry?
He says, I picked him up by his head and I threw him. He didn't trip on his sword. That's ludicrous.
Because the whoever wrote this play is an asshole, that's why. He's just a petty asshole.
Well, it's time for me to go. I've had enough.
Oh, if you need anything, just let us know.
looks to you and smiles, and then walks away. Kyra will look to the group and says, in a way, he's not wrong. My brother. My sister, Valis. Oh, you guys are, when you meet her, you're gonna hate her. She's not very pretty to look at. Buck teeth, tons of pimples, kind of smells bad. Anyways, she has power of the domain of knowledge, right? Super smart. The Oath of Peace doesn't prevent her from being smart and using her knowledge at any time. Me? I can be a trickster anytime I want, as long as I'm not tricking the Titans. My brother, he only really saw value in raising his axe, raising his hammer, his fists against the Titans. I feel bad.
Yeah. I can understand that completely. Feeling useless is not fun.
She nods.
Okay, but like 5 dragons? Was that part accurate?
She looks to you and says, well, I know Hexy is real. I don't know about the other 4.
Well, the play alleged that Hexia was adopted into this family, right? And they needn't be dragons after all.
I fell asleep like in the first 5 minutes. What exactly was everybody like freaking out about? What happened?
You were right. The play essentially mocked Pythor
Oh,
and his story of becoming king of Astoria and his unfortunate marriage with Hexia.
okay.
He feels useless while the Oath of Peace is in effect. Feels like he can't do anything against his true enemies, as he said.
Major.
At least compared to Kyra and Valis.
I guess fighting is not everything.
Yeah.
Him, but that's always good at was his concern.
Just because he can't fight doesn't mean he can't train the men up to par and get a standing army proper. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
but that's the
he
thing
doesn't
about
have
his-
very many people.
His depressive stupor is kind of reminiscent. He doubts himself, so he kind of self-sabotages. If that wasn't apparent.
Well, yes, he doesn't have death constantly on his heels pushing him forward and not letting him time fall into despair.
Such is the curse of immortality.
And, Marcy,
Not what I meant, but okay.
he's the god of war, god of battle. He's, and I'll just tell you this, he's not the god of strategy. He's not the god of instruction.
So he's quite literally a one-trick pony.
She says, in a way we all are.
Well, think about it this way. It's... I feel bad for any immortals.
So why doesn't he like rebrand? I've heard some gods done that.
Because
Find a new portfolio.
that is a good question. Why can't you guys do that, Kyra? Can you guys do that?
says that would involve devouring and absorbing a new divine spark.
Oh, why doesn't he go look for one? We found one in that pig.
Wait, what?
Yes, the pig. Oh, right, you weren't here for that. Well, there was this
I-
big pig, and it was holy, and Jimmy came from that pig.
Redford is a Catholic who's picking up Jimmy as you turn back to look at her.
Don't. What are you doing?
She slowly puts Jimmy back down.
Don't hurt Jimmy. Except for Jimmy.
Redford was thinking about eating it for a second.
Just looking.
No touch
Just
Jimmy.
looking.
Now, these sparks obviously are hard to find, hard to absorb, and there's always someone watching for someone going out to absorb sparks. She coughs. Sight on.
But it's been 500 years. Did he even try?
Are you saying we should eat Sidon?
Well, you are in direct conflict with him.
And we aren't bound by this silly oath.
Yes.
Maybe
I don't like eating things that can talk back, but eating a god, I suppose I could make an exception.
Why are you so keen on eating a god?
To assert my
God
dominance.
Because God eating sounds cool.
Plus, I mean, godly flesh, who knows? You might get powers from it.
I mean, maybe we should focus on one thing at a time. Maybe we should go to the mines first and then go from there. Yeah?
I do need a hunk of kyanite and mithril to boost our gear. Would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds like a plan.
Let's just do that before we do any god eating. I don't even know what that means.
It's exactly what it sounds like. We find Sidon, we kill him, and then we eat his liver.
Huh.
I call his brain.
Angus looks slightly horrified.
Or his heart. You can have his brain, I'll have his heart.
I don't want the brain. I bet it's not even worth very much.
Well, I was offering the brain to Angus.
I
want the heart, though.
I don't. It just walks away.
Your B team will ask, so do we head for the Mithril Mines then? Do we head out this dusk? Because it's, I should adjust the hour. It is...
Yeah, I think we should head out to, I think we should head out to the mines. If you guys are ready.
7:25
Is Aesop a
in
maid?
the evening.
Is Aesop a, like, proper cleric with spells and all that?
What are you asking?
Well, Vulcan had information, but it's out of date. Is there anybody in this city that can cast any sort of divination?
Oh, sorry guys. Just activate. We'll go to the landing page. Aesop does not have the magic necessary to divine into the Mithril Mines, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, you're gonna be going into this blind.
Your B team says, but you're a great hero. Just go on an adventure. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you already have plans to kill a god, eat its brain. What's just a mithril mine, you know?
Nobody said
It's
I was doing
awful.
that tomorrow.
I mean, you're already planning it, which is arguably a bit early.
You gotta learn how to walk before you can run, Marceline.
Marceline just winks at the both of you and says, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can't make sure one of you two are the next ones that get eaten. Angus had his turn, I had mine. You two are up next.
Try me.
Can you even swallow Redfern? Redfern is very big.
Nah, just noodly.
Well, we go to
Redfern
the
does
mine.
the-
I don't know if we should
Redfern
go
does the
tonight.
rules.
I don't know. Maybe we go in the morning. Yeah.
That sounds wise.
It'd be best to make use of daylight while we have it.
Yeah.
Fair. We could get as close as we can, and then in the morning might be safer. I don't know.
So your DM is asking this. So do you guys plan to leave now, which is around 7 p.m.? So it's dusk. So the light is starting to fade, and then camp in the wilderness, and then continue on to the mines after you finish your camp.
We're still in the city.
So I
Might as well camp
thought
here.
about doing that or waiting until morning and then going.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I will till morning. No reason to walk at night.
Yeah, let's wait till morning. I think then that
Yeah.
sounds like a better plan.
I do also gotta quickly stop by and ask Vulcan about the status of my staff.
He would have told you when you guys were there that it's not done yet.
All right.
Because you guys were already there.
I mean, it was less if it was done and more just, oh, hey, don't forget about this because I forgot to say it in character last time.
No issue. Yeah, so the plan is then, it seems like you guys are going to do a long rest and then head out.
Yep.
So how long, like, how many days would it take me to properly gild the skull? Since I would definitely be putting all my other free downtime towards that.
I will say it will take the same amount of time. It will take you till the 22nd to gild that biznatch.
And we didn't level up from the rock, to be clear?
Correct. You guys are still level 4.
Still level 4.
So much for the season finale.
No.
No, I never said that. That was you the whole time.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can grab a long rest, and that will put us on the 17th of Phileon.
There is one thing I definitely could do that would be pretty useful. Are there any butchers in town? Just like standard meat butchers.
Yes, there are.
I want to go to one and buy their leftover chicken bones so that I have spare chicken skeletons ready.
Okay. They will probably. We will say that they will sell you a chicken skeleton for 1 silver piece.
How many do they have?
I will say that they have 10 that you can buy.
10. I'll
Bye.
take your entire stock.
So yes, you can spend 1 gold piece on 10 chicken skeletons.
Yeah, baby. I am ready for action!
Does anyone else need to make any preparations before you go?
I think as we're leaving, Angus would talk to Honora and awkwardly ask for a hug.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you're speaking of the experience that you guys have had between the basilisks, risking your life on the rock, dealing with Gaius, and then her seeing that you were triumphant against the harpies, and then the alpha basilisk that came for you, she would embrace you.
Oh, this is weird. You're so tiny.
She is tiny, but you do feel within her great strength. Her muscle size does not fully display the strength that is within her bones.
Okay, wish us luck. I don't know the word for sister, but bye, sister.
Goodbye, brother. Be careful. May Mitros protect you.
I feel like I'm banking on Thalia to protect us, but okay.
And so we have that small scene with Angus's sister. Is everyone just like bangarang ready to go?
Marceline would just suddenly stop. Ah, we're a bunch of No, we need to go back to the shady dealer. We forgot to restock on potions.
You sold our potions.
No,
Yeah.
no, we sold the Coom potions, not the actual potions.
I don't know if he had any more because we bought like the day before, and he said it takes him a while to get potions.
Well, I mean, we're going on a deadly journey. It would not hurt to double check.
All right.
So you guys want to buy potions of healing from the shady dealer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you guys can buy potions of healing. They are 50 drachma, 50 gold pieces a piece.
And how many does he have in stock?
He has enough. How many are you guys gonna buy?
I'll get one.
I'll get 3.
Okay, so we got. I'm gonna drop one of these on the sheet here.
I think I'll also get 3.
Puts me at 110, 111, or 150 from 461.
This stuff is expensive and definitely sets back Marceline's half plate, but on the other hand, she's gonna definitely need them.
So I'm at
I don't need
311.
any healing potions. I have my scales.
Yeah, so I'm buying 3. So for at 150, I would be at 4 because I didn't use any healing. I only used 1 healing potion at that battle. So
There you go.
yeah.
You may have your scales, but I'm quite literally wearing scale mail. We'll see how long that lasts.
God sucks. All right.
Marceline, I was just putting those potions of healing on your sheet. Did you know that you have 4 water skins?
I do? Oops.
One for her,
No, I
one for
don't. I
goats.
have 1. That's 4 uses in the water skin.
Oh, I thought you said you had 4. You also have 10 torches.
Yeah, I never used them. That's from the pack.
Yeah, I also have 10.
I have 9 because I've used 1.
Alright.
I'm going to delete them because I have light.
The torch, such a fickle creature. Okay, so you guys can exit from the city of Astoria, taking the northern gate out. Now, as you go to exit the northern gate, the city guard have to specifically unlock it for you and pull the door back so that you can exit. And as your party exits, they close the door behind you.
Wonder what that was about.
For protection, probably.
Yes,
Well, the
but
city's
it's a
protection.
big city. A city closing their gates is never a good sign.
Well, we did piss off Sidon, so
Yeah.
They also left.
Would tell you all, it appears you all are uninitiated. The north is where the city is often attacked from. There are constant skirmishes between the city of Astoria and the peoples of the steppes where we are traveling into. If we left the doors unlocked, surely the city would be raided every single day.
Not only are we going into depths unknown to fight hellhounds or whatnot, we're also gonna get jumped by bandits.
I mean, we can handle bandits. We handled the basilisk.
Well, at least I have my zombie ghosts with me. Skeletons.
we can handle extreme violence.
Right, Henry and Harriet? They give me dead, empty stares back. Right.
And you guys begin to walk off into the road, heading to the Mithril Mines, and that is the perfect place for us to end the session. And then we will pick up next week with you guys heading to the Mithril Mines. Ooh, that's exciting.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah. Time to see those dogs.
So we will stop the clock. Guys, I thought this was a great session. I had a lot of fun playing. I know we played a little bit longer than we normally did, so hopefully we can do that at another point soon, but next week we'll be back to our normal schedule.
Okay.
Once again, sorry to be missing America, but
Hmm.
they have moved on to bigger and better things, being Princess Honora's personal bodyguard.
There you go.
Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any critiques on how you think we can make the session roll better, please let me know. If you guys have any setting or lore questions, shoot them my way over the week. If you guys have any closing remarks for anybody?
Hopefully, it wasn't too exposition-y with Redfern.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yep. No, good. It was fun to finally talk about Redfern's backstory.
Yeah.
I was hoping to finally get to it, so try this.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
My next meme is in the works, and it does have Redfern in it.
Ooh, there
Your
you go.
next picture is Redfern in it? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, and since this worked out pretty well with me streaming the camera view, my computer did not explode, so that's a good thing. I can,
Or did it?
Dun.
yeah. Oh man, that would have been crazy if it did. I can upload these to, so that we have a really, really, really good way of taking notes, which is we have a VOD of what happened, which is helpful for me. That's the best way for me. Anyways, yeah, if you guys have any critiques, comments, send them my way. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. It's bedtime for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for the session. It was awesome.
My
Good night, all.
pleasure.
Good night,
I'll
all
end the
as well.
stream here.